Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Open Field Podcast. We are back at it again, a little bit late, but we are here in the action. Sunday night football. A lot of things happen, a lot of very interesting games, and plenty to talk about. But before we kind of get into it, gentlemen, random F. Lonnie, how are we feeling about Sunday night football?
I
Bro,
mean,
this is bad, bro.
I
Sloppy
mean,
football, man.
wasn't Devontae Adams just supposed to fix all of the problems? You know, it was Mike Williams' fault. It was somebody else's fault.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, was Aaron Rodgers sold a little bit today? Absolutely. Garrett Wilson, that thing hit you in the chest, man. You gotta make that play.
Yeah, two
At this,
bad drops.
Yeah.
he did have two, but at the same time, like, a lot of people like this is where me and Nick Wright don't agree on a lot of things. But Nick Wright's been telling y'all for a while. People are trying to figure out what's wrong with them when the answer is like, at least right now, they're not a good team. People thought they beat the Pats, and I forget the other. They beat the Pats and the Titans, and everybody's like, "This is it. This is it. They're about to go on a run." And we had Manny saying, "Oh, what about the Bills?" Well, they only scored 13 points, and one of them was on a Hail Mary. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of telling you what the Jets are kind of telling you what they are. Sure, you can blame the drops, you can blame this, you can blame that, but they could have won that game. They could have won this game. They could have won this game.
Easily could have won that game.
But
I'm with you, but before we start getting into the
let me stop.
game directly, just overall thoughts about the weekend, F. Lonnie, or the Sunday,
What I thought about the game?
or just overall thoughts in general. We're getting everybody's mood before we start talking about the games individually.
Oh, I
So
should have answered that. That's my bad.
I think I said like before the season started that Russell Wilson could be a successful quarterback. I feel like because Mike Tomlin, not because of his ability necessarily, but because Mike Tomlin can bring out the best in him. And yeah, he looks good, and the offense honestly looks scary. Yeah, we good all tier. What's up? The offense looks scary. George Pickens, he's getting highlighted. Like we all know that he's elite. We all know he has elite talent, but like it seems like hey, with Russ, he can really do something. He looked like a young D Hop out there. But no, it showed that the Steelers are still the Steelers could be an elite team. And Aaron Rodgers is old. I don't know what to tell you. Aaron Rodgers is old. Garrett Wilson did make some bad plays. I'm a Garrett Wilson guy, but he sold today. But Aaron Rodgers also didn't play well, and that O line is cooked. O line's been cooked, but now it's not even worse. Now I think they lost their left guard, or he got hurt. So it's just that O line.
I don't want to get too specific in the game. We'll talk about the Jets Steelers game in a little bit. So let's start off with obviously Lonnie coined it the Open Blitz. We're going to talk about some of these quick games real quickly, give some general quick thoughts, and then we'll move on to some of the more interesting games, of course. So quick thoughts, don't go too long about the games that nobody cares about, so let's dive right into them. Jags beat the Pats in the morning. Thoughts, Lonnie?
Brian Thomas, like I said, will have better stats this year than Marvin Harrison Jr. and Drake May looked good, but but the Patriots have no weapons. That's it.
After what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm picking back off of what Lonnie said. Drake may look great. Again, Brian Thomas, man, another great game by him. Tank Gisby, the run game was great. You know, we already knew the Jazz was going to be desperate to win this one, so they got the job done.
For me, I mean, one thing that stood out, obviously, Brian Thomas Jr. is a good receiver. Not surprised there. Very talented. Tank Bigsby is the number one running back. Travis Etienne is not good. I'm sorry. He's cooked. I don't know what happened to him, but now he's cooked. And don't get fooled. Doug Peterson still sucks. That game, there was a lot of things that was going on in that game. That was like, you would expect the Jaguars to dominate more, but they didn't. And this Pats team is not good. Their defense sucks. Gerard Mayo. I'm not a believer, personally. And Drake May should have started from week one. So, shout out to the Pats. Random thoughts?
I mean, you guys said a lot of things. It looks like the Jags may have found something in the running game with Tank, but the problem is you're doing this against the Pats and not like a team that's going to be fighting for the first overall pick. I mean, Drake looks good. Drake's showing you what a rookie's supposed to do. I'm fine with that if they can get him some protection, some better protection. I'd be interested, but right now, basically to kind of sum it up, since you say you're not a believer, I'm kind of right there with you in New England. And I heard this from Bill Simmons on his podcast. A lot of people are just more concerned with saying, see, it was all Belichick's fault, which you could say some of that than actually trying to be a good organization and surround your young guy, because he clearly shown flashes. But I mean, if you're just going to try him out with his team every week, there's only so much he can try to do until you basically break him, so to speak.
No, I'm with you. All right, let's move on to the next game. The next game up, we got the Bills beating the dog water out of the Titans, despite leading like 10-0 at the beginning. They won the game pretty easily, 34-10 after that 10-0 lead. So, Bills Titans, thoughts, Randall?
I was a little concerned. I was like, hey, what are we doing here? Mason Rudolph is going to lead the Titans to a victory, but the Bills kind of like, all right, let's stop messing around and let's just beat the piss out this team. And, good to see Amari Cooper. He had a touchdown, but the emergence was Keon Coleman. 4 catches. He was clearly he was just making plays today. It was good. It's good to see that because they need him to be a big factor if they want to do anything this season. Because we've all heard about how many people have left, but if he can step up, I still think they might need another piece. But let's see how Amari Cooper gels into the offense, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, Bills did what they had to do. Played some good football. Amari Cooper didn't really know the playbook, so obviously he didn't play as much. But he, a difference maker right off rip, got himself a touchdown in his first catch. So they already want to feature him. The only thing that I'm concerned about at this point, and it's hard to say, Kincaid might not be him, bro. And I think that's unfortunate. He just might not be the guy that we were expecting. He's not going to be Baby Kelsey, but he's going to be a solid tight end because in the red zone, they like to target Dawson Knox instead of Kincaid. It's kind of weird. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. But
doesn't Allen have some more chemistry with Knox? Kincaid's still a young cat. I understand we all wanted him to be rookie Gronk or whatever, but it's going to take some time. Kelsey wasn't truly Kelsey right off the bat. Sure, he was talented, but give him a chance. I know because of the Bills' weapons they have this year, we wanted to see more out of him. But even if Kincaid was Kincaid, they still needed a receiver.
I don't know. The fact that they were not willing to come off of Dawson Knox kind of tells me a lot. And, I mean, we see what Trey McBride is doing, Sam Laporta is doing.
Oh, those are Sam Laporta.
Tucker Kraft is doing. Tucker Kraft is going crazy.
Okay, he might be nice, but if we're talking Laporta is clearly a better tight end than Kincaid.
Oh, man.
Now McBride, I can't say nothing. I can't say nothing about McBride. But
I mean, they're just using McBride more. Like they're just using them more. They're getting more production and more they're just getting more production out of them. I don't think it's a skill thing. I think it's a scheme thing.
Hard to say if Dawson's getting more burned, but go ahead, F-Dot. Talk about this game.
No, I'm just kind of say the same thing you guys said. Mark Cooper, I mean, he's a difference maker, like Riddell said. You can obviously see he's opening up the field for everybody else. Keon Coleman's haven't had his best game as a Bill. You seen Khalil Shakir have some good receptions and yards. The run game is still going to be the run game. I mean, the Bills they looking good, looking like a top 10 team.
Lonnie.
Oh, and after this, for open blitz, like everyone's take should be like 90 seconds, or try to keep it within 90 seconds.
Facts.
With the Bills, now they look good. Amari Cooper, I don't know if y'all saw the clip, but Keon Coleman told him what route he was supposed to run for that touchdown. That was kind of funny. But Keon, he's looking a lot better than Xavier Worthy. That's all I gotta say. Jesus Christ. But no, I'm glad that he's developing, and Mason Rudolph looked better than Will Levis.
That's a fact, actually.
Yeah.
All right, let's adhere to this 30-second timer and lock in, gentlemen. All right, next game up. We got the ugliest game of the day. We got the Colts beating the Dolphins. Ew, disgusting. Lonnie, go ahead.
Jalen Waddle, you sold me. I'll never forgive you. You're gonna be on my bench for the rest of the year. Aren't you isn't he a top 10 paid wide receiver? He's playing like he's top 60, 70. It's terrible. And yeah, the Colts, it was just an ugly game. I don't know what to tell you. The fact that the Tyreek and all them couldn't get off on that secondary and defense, I don't know. I regret watching that game. I want my time back.
F dot.
Didn't really watch this game too much. I watched a few plays here and there, but I mean, Anthony Richardson did not look good. Colts in general didn't look good. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, backup quarterback. Yeah.
Valid. I can't believe I doubted myself. I came into the year saying I don't believe in AR. I apologize after week 1. I jumped the gun. I shouldn't have apologized because I knew what I was talking about. AR is not him, bro. He needs a lot of work still, obviously.
Yeah, he needs to develop.
Accuracy is not good, bro. And they got weapons. Man, this receiving room is nice. So, yeah, AR, it's getting rough. It's really getting rough. But they're winning somehow still. So, whatever. Random.
I mean, this game solidified two things for me. Obviously, yeah, the Dolphins really need Tua. Sure, he's not a top guy, but it's clearly they need Tua. And Flacco's the best quarterback on the Colts. Like, Drink More Water said it. We might need to start slandering AR the same way we slander Tebow. Like, they got weapons. They got a guy. It don't matter if Jonathan Taylor's out. You still got weapons. You should have performed way better than this on a team that is clearly just holding on for dear life.
Yeah,
facts. Shout out my man to him, man. Next, let's go to the Eagles beating the dog water out of the New York Giants and Saquon Barkley just having a monster game. Go ahead, Random. Start out.
I mean, this was kind of supposed to happen. Saquon, it really meant something to him. I'm actually pretty happy for him, especially with the fact that they just showed us how they actually let him go, which is it was just bad. And then to try to say, well, we got to pay our quarterback. You put yourself in that position. Don't say this now, but I mean, it felt like a lot from the little bit of the game that I watched. Some people were dropping passes. Daniel Jones wasn't being protected, and come on, man. They're never going to score in the first quarter, apparently. They're just never going to do it, even on the Giants.
Yeah. Watching this game, Saquon is him. I mean, best running back in football. Don't care what nobody tells me. I'm a Jalen Hurts hater. He kept on stealing Saquon's touchdowns. It was pissing me off, like legitimately. I hate Jalen Hurts now. He's not a top 10 quarterback. I'm done with him. And Nick Sirianni, I'm done with him too. Terrible, honestly, disgusting. Giants still have a lot to look forward to. Daniel Jones is just not the answer, but Tyron Tracy and Malik Neighbors, they're dogs. So, and Dexter Lawrence, sexy Dexter.
best DT, man.
Man, he's him. All right, go ahead, F. Dot.
Yeah. All I have to say is just keep feeding Saquon, please, Sirianni. Don't make it so difficult, man. Just feed Saquon, bro. Give the ball to AJ and win games, bro. And Quinion had a great game too as well. I think he had a great game, but yeah, just keep feeding Saquon. That's all I gotta really say. Not too much about this game.
Go ahead, Lonnie.
Yeah, Saquon revenge game. The Giants GM should be fired immediately. I hope the owner just like realized, like, just rewatches that Hard Knocks video and just like, you know what, I had enough. But no, Sirianni is a terrorist, and Jalen Hurts did not play well. But except he had a few good plays, but he did not play well in my opinion. He had that great dot to AJ Brown, but
That
was a dot. But yeah, and the Giants, 10 more years of Daniel Jones.
Stop it. Let's just no, man. Yo, Jalen Hurts is a deep throw merchant, bro. I'm not gonna lie. All he does, AJ Brown, go catch it. Go catch it, AJ.
Ain't a lot though. It be working though. It be working, bro.
How was it AJ making that play? That was a perfect throw by Jalen. That was
bro. And it happens all the time when they like need it though. Like he makes that play when they truly
perfect
need
throw.
it. It'd be the perfect throw. He makes the perfect.
That was like some S tier accuracy too.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
was.
that's all he throws. He better be good at it. Like Jesus, he got paid.
Shit, he better be good at it.
That's what I'm saying, bro. All right, next game. Disgusting. I can't even believe it was a blowout. Jaden barely played in the game. Commanders blew out the Panthers. It was nasty work. Honestly, what is there to say about this game?
Man, Mariota looked like
throw
Michael
Bryce
Vick out
everywhere.
there, man. He was having fun, bro. He was just having fun.
Throw
Like
Bryce back in
early,
there.
yeah, it's Bryce Young's fault, right? Your team's trash.
I think they just
You
gave
want,
up.
you want to subject Cam Ward to this? You got it.
Oh my God! Please don't send no QBs over there, man. They're gonna.
They don't send a
ruin
single
their
QB
career,
over
bro.
there. Don't send a single QB
Yeah.
over
Travis
there.
Hunter is
Don't say
going to the
it.
Panthers.
There or the
I don't
Browns,
wish that
bro.
on him either.
Going to the Panthers. Travis Hunter is a Carolina Panthers, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my
Let's
God!
be ready to
please.
lock in. This is going to happen.
But I'll make it quick because I'll be right back after this. JD, I hope he's okay. He was smiling and like laughing on the sidelines. So I'm guessing it's nothing too serious. His mom also tweeted that he's okay. And so if he was like all clapping and cheering and stuff like that, it can't be no season ender. And hopefully he's just out for like a week or so.
Nah, I need him for next week's game, bro. It's Commanders
Push
versus
narratives,
Bears.
man. Got to push
Commanders
narratives.
versus Bears. It needs to
and,
happen.
so
need
hopefully
that.
he's back after a few days. Just give him like a little cortisone shot or something. And let him play. And the Panthers, they were just playing like whoop that trick after like the first quarter. It was embarrassing. That was just awful.
They're losing by 30 every week. 30 every week.
But, yeah, I'll be right back.
Oh, man, they gave up. There's really not much to say about that game. And then Rams beat the Raiders. Like, who cares? I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yo, Mitchell was just throwing.
Oh, by the way, Matthew Stafford did not play good at game.
Hey, man,
But he's dealing with a whole bunch of stuff, so I'm not even like.
Nah, if this was happening to Patrick Mahomes, what's happening to Matthew Stafford, they would be losing their minds.
they're legit the same situation. Like both tackles suck. Actually,
but the Rams defense is bad.
Stafford might be a little bit worse actually than Mahomes, which is crazy to say. Even though Kyron Williams is objectively better than Kareem Hunt, he's a dog. But worst tight end by far. Their O-line is more injured and probably worse than the Chiefs right now because the Chiefs tackles are terrible, but the interior is good. And the receiving core is just probably equally as bad. Like they're probably on the same par as bad.
But I mean, I think I'm gonna say it's worse because if Puka and Cooper Kupp are playing, we're not even having a discussion. The Rams have a better core.
Right.
True.
So so losing them both, and the fact that if Rams don't trade Cooper Kupp, let's not do that. Let's not do that. So and then this game was just like, let's just hold on until Minshew throws us one, and then he said, "No, what? I'm gonna throw you like 4," and it was just like, bro, like. I mean, this was just like, all right, Matthew, get your win. Let's keep it pushing.
It was one of those just hard to watch, sloppy football, a lot of injuries everywhere. Just
Cup is coming back. I think they play the Vikings next. Potential upset alert if Cup is back. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, they got the tape on the Vikings now, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
I have one thing to say about this, and put me on the big screen. All right. It has to be
okay.
Yo, all right, Raiders. Antonio Pierce deserves better than this. He really does. So I say you let him go. And Tom Brady, bring in Bill Belichick. Draft Shador. And then start a new era of football. That's what needs to happen. That's what needs to happen. Tom Brady, part owner. Bill Belichick running the show for the Raiders. Shador is their new quarterback. Please make it happen. Make Max Crosby a eventual Super Bowl champion. Let's go. Let's do it. That's it.
How much pull do you think? Nah, that's a lie. Brady got some pull. You see the way Mark Davis stares at him? The way Mark Davis stare at him the same way, like the same way a dude who just got with a 10 out of 10 for the first time in his life stares at her. He's like, I'll do whatever you want. And the fact that Bill Belichick right away and early when you hear this, you're like, if they bring in Bill, I'm done. AP deserves time. We talk about Bill Belichick, bro. possibly the greatest coach of all time. AP, thank you for your service. Go ahead, step on out.
I mean, he could still stay with the org, man. He could be, in somewhere in the
Nah, if I got
coach,
demoted,
assistant
I'll
coach
leave.
or something.
Nah, if I got
Yeah,
demoted,
I would leave. I would leave too.
I'm good.
Especially the Bill? Special Bill Belichick? Nah.
No, that's not happening. But with that said, let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's really talk some football. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. On our way to 1,000 subscribers, that is the goal. We're going to keep on doing what we got to do here. But the first thing we got to talk about, shout out, I don't know how to say your name. Low-key feel bad for Deshaun Watson. Well, that's what's that we got to talk about it. The Browns got lost to the Bengals. But the biggest conversation after this, or for this game, is Deshaun Watson is out for the season. And not only that, we'll talk about this too. The crowd was saying you deserve it. Deshaun
Did they
Watson.
really chant that? That sounded like a WWE chant.
They did, bro.
Yeah,
that's a horrible look. That's a horrible look.
You deserve it. It's crazy. What is our thoughts about this?
I mean, his off the field problems aside, if we're just talking football, this is like, if not the worst trade or the worst contract in NFL history. Like, after the only reason he was playing because they have to pay him the money. Now, look, we thought there was something at the end of last season before he got hurt. He was starting to play a little better, but like, finish out the contract, Browns, and he's done. I think he's done. And Browns fans, I know you're frustrated. I know you're very frustrated, but you can't be saying that on national television, bro. Like, you just can't. That makes you look so bad as a fan base. It really does. And no matter how you feel about the dude, like, you can't do that. You can't do that at all. That really bummed me out because Lonnie said it to me, and I straight up texted him back. That sounds like a WWE chant that somebody piped in. That don't make sense to me.
That's what I thought at first too. But when I saw Jameis Winston talking about it,
even
he was
before
dead ass.
down, you can hear them cheering. Like, when he held his leg, you can hear the crowd rise.
That's a really bad look for you as a fan base.
That's why your team is like that now, because the fans don't even respect their players, bro. That's just
really bad look.
Deshaun that they don't.
This is what I gotta say about it. Like, objectively, Deshaun Watson is the most disgusting player in the NFL. With everything that he's done, but at the same time, the Browns fan base, you guys are disgusting. You might not be as disgusting as Deshaun, but you guys are disgusting. So low key, you guys deserve each other. Mm-hmm. You literally shown that you deserve Deshaun Watson.
Yes.
I don't want Shador to be subjugated to the Browns.
Bro, I don't want Shador to ever step foot in there, bro.
I don't want Cam Ward to be subject. Archie Manning, keep him away from the Browns. You guys, this is what you guys deserve. You guys shown who you guys really are, and that's disgusting. Yeah. So no matter what, it's a guy like your starting quarterback going down playing for you. You're paying you're paying your tickets to watch him in the Cleveland Browns play, and you literally see him sobbing and crying while he's getting carted away. You guys are cheering. That's disgusting. That's disgusting.
Hey man, hey Deshaun, it's tough. I'm gonna need you to call it, my boy. Retire. I think Deshaun Watson, you need to retire.
How do you come back after that, Riddle?
It's GG.
Yeah, you don't come back.
If we're being honest,
you're getting hurt, carted off. How do you come back from that?
Oh, you can't come back.
You come back for the money. That's why you come back.
He's got guaranteed money. He doesn't need to come back. He got guaranteed money to come back to Cleveland to play like dog water. He was the worst quarterback in football.
And they can't cut him. If they cut him, then it destroys their cap. It destroys their cap.
Right.
So what do they do then?
They were playing better.
Because
their cap is so bad. If they cut Deshaun Watson tonight, they would have by the end of the season, they would have to trade Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward, and one of their offensive linemen because they can't afford it.
So he could retire, and then they could work out. Like, I think what they're going to try to do is try to work out like an injury settlement, which happens sometimes in the NFL with look, we don't want to pay you a whole contract or something.
That's if he decides to retire.
He's not. Yeah. He's not gonna.
But he's not gonna retire. He's gonna want all the money. If he retires,
Oh, he has 2 more years.
So I don't know. We don't know how that's going to affect the cap.
It's
And
like 60 mil. If they cut him, it's like 60+ mil against the cap.
they're not going to. Let's just say
they're not going to cut him.
Yeah, let's
It's
just
like
say
almost a third of their cap.
Yeah, let's just say he retires. Maybe they could push the money down the road and pay him in like payments, installments, like in a way that way. So and they'll say, look, he retired, so we can defer the payment so that doesn't count against the cap. I'm just talking. I don't really know cap like that. Problem is though, they would still own his. Let's just say he retires, gets healthy, and comes back. They would still own his rights. That's why if Andrew Luck ever came back, he'd be a Colt because he's still under contract technically with the Colts. It's just basically paused his contract.
Wow, I didn't know that. Okay.
No, I'm pretty sure it's contract right now. Because it's based off the years.
If he returns back, he's still under contract with them.
Well, as long as we are all on the same page, this man needs to retire. He sucks at football. The fan base hates him. He has so much baggage. Even though there's a report this year that we talked about early this season about another thing that retire, get off TV, and just live somewhere in an isolated island. Like, just go away. Deshaun, you're cooked, bro.
We forgot about the burner account situation.
Yeah, a burner too.
Oh yeah, the burner account.
You're cooked, bro. You're just.
What did he say on the burner account?
Remember, like, I think it was like week 2 or 3. There was like they thought it was a burner account because there was just like a thread of this one account just defending Deshaun Watson like crazy. It was all.
I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, I've seen that stuff. And now that we're going to move on from Deshaun Watson because he's cooked and his fan base hates him, saying you deserve it is wild. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, I wouldn't say that, but I wouldn't really scream at all. But if I'm out of a fan base, that's too much work. But I mean, I could care less, to be honest, in regards to the situation. But I do know this. I know what y'all are saying, but it's objectively true. The Browns have one of the best situations a quarterback can go to. It's just true. You have a Nick Chubb coming back healthy. You do have a good offensive line. Deshaun Watson's fooling us thinking that offensive line's bad. They've been good for years.
It's now you don't have a good receiver. Now you don't have a good receiver.
They can bring a receiver in, obviously, or draft a receiver. They draft a receiver. They have a good tight end. Jerry Jeudy, Elijah Moore can still be the second and third. You bring in a number one. You got a quarterback. You still have a great defense. And you have one of the best coaches in football. This is the situation you, as a player, like Joe Flacco went to the playoffs with this team. This team is just quarterback away. It just is.
No, they need a receiver now. And if I know we talked about it. I don't know how as a fan you chant that and you go home and be like, all right, make sure you go tell your kids, all right, you make sure you be good at school tomorrow. I don't know how you do that. So look. Would Cleveland be a better position than maybe, like, for instance, I understand it's the Panthers, but if I had to choose, if I was Shador, I'd rather go to the Browns than the Panthers, right? But they need a weapon because Amari Cooper's gone. Unless Jerry Jeudy becomes what they paid him to be, he officially becomes that. But I don't know, and it's not like the division is going to get worse. Like it's tough. It's tough. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with you all the way, Riddell, but the Browns are better. If I'm a rookie quarterback, I wouldn't look at the Browns compared to other options where I could go. Whether it's not, I understand the Patriots have Drake May, whether that's the Patriots or the Panthers. Just Jesus Christ, how you lose by 30 every week, man?
Like,
every week.
Like my thing is, talk about it. I'll go through some teams that have really bad records in the NFL that have the chance of giving a number one seed. That need a quarterback. Would you rather? Let's put a would you rather. Timestamp 29 minutes. Would you rather, when it comes down to, or how do I want to frame this? If you're a number one overall pick for a quarterback, which team would you rather go to in some of the worst teams in the NFL? First team up, the Browns. Like you said, the Panthers. Would you rather be a Brown or would you rather be a Panther next year? If you're Shador, let's say it's for Shador.
I mean, the Panthers have the worst situation in the NFL. Loki, they might, whether it's coaching,
it's everything,
players, owner, like they're just. You would have thought the only thing they might have is they might have a running game. They might have that, and that's even that. I'm like,
Hubbard.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, they don't.
they made sure Mariota's going to get paid next year with how they played today. Mariota was having fun as the backup, running around like he was 0-4 Vic. Like, so I'd rather be a Brown.
After Lonnie?
I'll go Brown too. But my thing with the Browns, it's like I understand that talent wise, like I agree with you, Riddell. It's more so just the aura around the team in the front office. It's just terrible. I would not want my quarterback to go
Deshaun sucks and he has baggage. That's the only.
But the aura was there before though. But Baker we see what Baker is now, and we see where he was when he was with the Browns. Like they literally did not use him well at all over there. And he had all the weapons in the world. He had Nick Chubb. He had Odell. He had Landry. He had a great O-line. Like, it was just. I don't like the aura of that team, bro. And they've been cursed for a long time, bro. This is not the first time they've had a number one pick or they've had a great quarterback, bro. They're known for ruining careers, literally ruining careers. I don't know.
Okay, we'll keep on going though. Lonnie, Browns, Panthers.
No, definitely Browns. If I had to choose the Panthers,
If I had to choose those Browns,
yeah, right now, just because I believe in the coach, I believe in like the talent around the roster, like Nick Chubb, Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward. Like those are some dogs. I don't like the wide receiver core because I haven't seen anything from Jerry Jeudy. I haven't seen a thing. And Elijah Moore, haven't really seen much either.
Even Njoku is good.
Yeah, and Njoku
is good. Yeah.
But that's not a good enough like receiving core to like be like impressed by it.
They got the talent.
I just saw something that I hated. I should ban you. Don't you dare say Jalen Milroe is a New York Giant. Don't you dare do that. He is not a New York Giant.
Milroe is not that bad.
No. I will not take Milroe as the quarterback for the New York Giants.
Look, that's tough.
No, Milroe gonna prove y'all wrong, man. Watch.
Yeah, losing a Vanderbilt in Tennessee in back-to-back weeks in Alabama is crazy.
No, it's tough. It's definitely tough. He played bad, but he'll get right. I'm telling you, he's gonna get right.
All right, next team up. This is a little bit more interesting. The Browns or the Tennessee Titans? Because Will Levis is not the answer.
I'm going Titans, bro. I'm
sorry. Low key.
I'm going Titans. I like the defense too. Wow. Calvin Ridley?
No, I'd rather be the Titans because they have weapons and the division is way easier. I only have to see Houston twice.
I don't believe in their weapons at all.
I'm sorry. I only have to see Houston.
Y'all don't like Tajay Spears?
You telling me, Lonnie, you'd rather be Shador and see Lamar twice a year and Burrow twice a year?
Be scared of comp though, Brandon.
Not comp. We're talking about rosters. Like DeAndre Hopkins, as he said if he had surgery, it would have ended his season. He's playing on a torn meniscus or whatever he's on. Like he's playing on one leg. Calvin Ridley can't catch.
Wait, I got a question.
Tyler Boyd, Calvin Ridley, and D-Hop, bro.
Yeah.
You got D-Hop on one leg, Calvin Ridley with no hands, and then old Tyler Boyd.
Are we basing this off of just purely just what they have on talent, but or the whole organization as a whole? Like how are we?
Like what team you would rather be on?
I'd rather be the Titans.
I'm going Titans, bro.
Yeah, the division is easier to be successful in earlier. You only have to worry about Houston right now, unless AR magically beats the Tebow allegations, right? Jacksonville, all this win said, hey, Doug Peterson, you can fly back with us back home before we fire you. That's all this win did this week for Jacksonville. But if you're just looking at the AFC North itself, like you mentioned it, that if not the first or the second best division in football, in professional football, is right there. I'd rather go to the Titans and wash away all the Mayo Man stuff and just be a guy there, man. I never trusted him.
Trash, man.
I never trusted him. All he's doing is giving us memes and making me hate Mayo even more.
All right, last team. The Browns or the Raiders?
The Browns.
I think it's pretty easily the Browns.
What do the Raiders have?
Brock Bowers.
Shador and Brock, man. Shador and Brock.
They got Brock Bowers and Tom Brady, except Tom Brady ain't playing football for you. he just owns like a little bit of your team. And he's already trying to make moves.
They got Max Crosby.
Max Crosby's ready to leave, bro. He's
I
like,
mean,
I'm
talent
tired.
wise, I'm going Browns, but bro, if I'm thinking about long term, bro, like improving the team and stuff, I'm going with the Raiders. I think the Raiders can have a good draft, right? Because they not have a good free agency.
Maybe the Raiders have a
next
good
future.
draft.
I'm just saying in the future, maybe they get a new,
They've had a
maybe
good
they
draft
get a
at
new
all.
owner. Maybe they get a, I don't know. Tom
F.
Brady
dot.
might change things a little bit.
F.
I'm
dot.
not
F. dot.
sure. I
F.
don't
dot.
trust the Browns. I don't.
F. dot. F. dot. You're a young cat. You wasn't there when the Raiders were like, we're just picking the guy who had the fastest 40.
No,
They
I
did that for
understand that.
years.
bring it back to this.
No, I
bring it back to
understand
this
that.
last draft. They flipped the coin. They flipped the damn coin
I
between
understand.
between Brock Bowers and
They
Quinyon
did do
Mitchell.
that. They
Or
did. do
Terry and Arnold. They flipped a coin.
They did. I'm just saying.
Michael
I'm
Mayer
just saying
lost
maybe
his
they could be
job after he
changed in the front
drafted, bro.
office. Y'all don't think it could be changed in the front office in the future? Not right now. Obviously, right now they just.
If you're talking about
Terrible.
terrible front offices, Raiders are one of the worst.
I agree, but
Michael
I'm
Myers,
saying, do
who
we
was the
not
number
believe
one
in
draft
change
pick?
in the future? That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying right now. Like right now, yes, they're bad. I'm saying in the future, you don't think they can
in the
get
future,
better
the
or change
Browns
it
have
up?
the Browns have the same chance.
No,
Michael Myers,
no.
the year before, was the number one rated tight end in the draft, and they drafted him. And then the next year, after he played okay, he lost his job to a coin flip. That's crazy.
I know your feelings towards the Browns, but we also got to look at like the Bears. Like people said the Bears are going to be quarterback hell, but we kept on telling people, some people have been saying, bro, Caleb's in a great situation. He has DJ Moore, he has Keenan Allen, he has Rome, he has a defense. The coaching staff on the defensive end is good at the very least. And the offensive ends have been getting better. And he's balling. He's balling right now, despite the quarterback curse that people. The thing is, these terrible organizations, some suck at building a roster, building a team. The Bears built a team, and the Browns built a team. Browns built one of the best teams in the football, but they have no quarterback. That's all it is. And they decided to get Deshaun Watson, which was a terrible decision in hindsight. And now that if he retires, which he should, and they go young with a quarterback that they don't have to pay, this team could be a solid team. They could be a team that makes or contend for the playoffs with a rookie quarterback. That's how good this team is.
The thing is, bro, we hear that all the time about the Browns for the past like 5 to 7 years, bro, and it's been literally disappointment after disappointment after disappointment, bro. And that's my thing with the Browns. They've had a lot of promise, especially with Baker getting there. And honestly, they had some good years with Baker. They went to the playoffs. They beat the Steelers that one year. I remember that year. I mean, bro, it's just been failure after failure. I don't know if I can truly trust the Browns and send my like a number one quarterback to the Browns, and I'm gonna truly believe he's gonna be able to develop and they're gonna change the whole culture around unless it's major changes in that whole team. I just don't see it.
Well, obviously 2020 they found Baker, they found a way to win. Problem is the year after that Baker gets hurt,
Right.
and then they ask him to play on his injury. That's why he played as badly as he did. Now he does deserve culpability for that because he still did play bad.
Yeah.
Now, thank God you said it in hindsight, because I'll say this right now. The way Deshaun Watson was, even with all the stuff, I think 30 out of 32 teams make that decision where they trade Baker away for Deshaun.
I agree.
They do that. But it's just like, who would have thought he would have crashed and burned like this? There's like the legendary fall off. We'll be telling our kids we'll be like, why don't we ever talk about this? Like, man, there was a time where people were like Mahomes or Deshaun. That conversation was actually happening.
Yeah.
And then now it's just like, Jesus Christ, man.
Quarterback in football. All right, let's move on to the next one. Lonnie, you can start it off. Detroit Lions beat the Minnesota Vikings in a thriller game of winning the game by, I believe, 2. Lions came out despite missing Aiden Hutchinson. They came out, won the game. What is our thoughts about the Lions beating the Vikings? And are the Lions now the best team in the NFC?
Like I said, the Lions are going to the Super Bowl. Jahmyr Gibbs looked like him. That D-line looked okay without Hutchinson. They got some plays in. They got enough plays. O-line still looks like the best O-line in football. And yeah, Goff played well. And I have my doubts about Sam Darnold. I'm sorry. He didn't. I don't know. He's not moving me. Aaron Jones is moving me. Aaron Jones, like we said, Aaron Jones is better than Josh Jacobs. I don't care.
It was never a conversation.
It was never a conversation. I don't know why people up here are trying to make it a conversation. Aaron Jones has always been better.
Bro, Hefe, Early, Mo, they're trying to really tell us Josh Jacobs is better than Aaron Jones. It's like, bro, are you drunk? No, he's not. It's not even close.
Nah, Josh Jacobs played well today too. I'm not calling Josh Jacobs a scrub, but Aaron Jones is like that. Jettas is unguardable, and
Demon, bro.
Yeah, whenever they get Hawkinson back, it's gonna be dangerous. Yeah. But until then, I still have my doubts that Sam Darnold can get it done when it actually like matters and when it's close. And yeah, the Lions look great.
Yo, if the Vikings end up with like a 13-4 record or a 14-3 record, Jettis might deserve MVP. I'm not gonna lie. He is the offense. This offense.
Brian Flores deserves a head coaching job. I don't care.
Aaron Jones too.
He's never gonna get one.
He might. I won't say never.
He's still suing the NFL. He's never gonna get one.
Oh, fair. Valid. That's valid. But Jettis almost like legit. The game plan is: can you guard Jettis? No. I'm just gonna throw it over to Jettis and he's gonna make the catch. Jettis is such a demon right now, and he's really making it to. It's like. He's going to be in all-time wide receiver conversations, like for sure, absolutely. That's how dominant of a wide receiver he is at the moment. And he's still young. This is his first contract. It hasn't even really kicked in yet.
He's going to end up being top 10 all time.
Yeah,
he might end up being top 5 all time.
Top 5 all time.
Like this. He's unguardable, legitimately. He can't be.
When you get 1,000 yards in 8 games, I mean, bro. That is crazy to me.
He did that with Nick Mullins and John Dobbs, bro. And now he's doing it with, he's making people think Sam Darnold's a good quarterback, bro.
Bro, this is what I'm saying, bro. I mean, bro.
Well, look, for Sam Darnold, I'm just gonna say he's mid, and that's all he needs to be. Now people trying to say he should be something else. Early was being nasty when you called him out in the time. He was just being nasty, right? By the way, the Vikings are still a good team. They're still a good team. Now, nobody's saying they're winning the NFC. Like, no, even today, after what I saw from the 49ers, if the 49ers and Vikings play today, I'm picking the 49ers. Like, I'm sorry. But
I'd actually pick the
when they get healthy, I'm picking the 49ers.
I'll go get healthy.
So, look, it was a good game. It was the game that I had. I got the red zone on the big TV, and I got the Lions game on the little laptop, watching, making sure. It was a great game. But I think the Lions are not just the best team in the NFC. They might be the most complete team in the NFL. I understand losing Hutchinson. I think they will make a move to get somebody. I think they will. But right now, when you go play the Lions, like for instance, okay, let's just use this, Radon, and this goes. If the Chiefs play the Lions today, Mahomes has to be otherworldly. He cannot play the way he's been playing. He cannot, which means we're gonna need a full team effort to beat the Lions. I don't think Mahomes can throw 2 picks today against like he did against the. Now, one of them was crazy. One was a crazy pick, but you can't play the way he did today against the 49ers, and that beats the Lions. Now, am I still picking?
Come on, Riddell. Come on, Riddell.
Like, I hear what y'all are saying, but we also have to remember when it comes down to this Lions team that when it comes to this Lions team in particular, I still have to see how they play, because I get the Vikings defense is good, but the Lions also have a great offensive line, and the Vikings love to throw pressure at people. And Jared Goff is able to get the ball out of his hands very quickly, and obviously make it harder for the Vikings to put pressure because of how they run the ball with Jahmyr Gibbs, of course, when it comes down to it. We also got to remember, especially later in that game, the secondary is putting a lot of pressure where Sam Darnold was making plays to the point where they almost lost the game. And Jared Goff was making some bad mistakes too. So let's be the Lions have still flaws. Jared Goff still struggles under pressure. And you could still be – and the Chiefs are one of the better run defenses in the NFL. And when
We're
it
not
comes
saying
to
the Chiefs can't beat the Lions.
not
We're just
saying that.
they have to
you
play
said Patrick Mahomes to play perfect to beat them. I don't
No.
think so.
This is what I mean. This is what I mean. Look, if Pat Mahomes plays like he did today, the Chiefs will lose that game. I understand. Drink my water. That the Chiefs defense is crazy. I agree with you, but let's not act like just because they lost Hutch, the Lions defense isn't. It's still good. If they go, I don't know if they can afford a Max Crosby with his contract. If they go get a Max Crosby, they're back. That's the most complete team in football, in professional football. That's the most complete team, and I still think the way the Lions, at least the way the Lions play. That's why I'm saying Mahomes has to play perfectly, because that receiving core is not moving anybody. You have to trot out.
I think that's fair to
Carson
say.
Wentz. You have to trot out Carson Wentz and do whatever that crazy formation was. Just that's what you have to do. And I'm sorry, I don't think that's gonna. I just think Mahomes has to play. He has to be old Mahomes, not whatever Mahomes we've seen today, to beat the Lions right
I
now.
mean, he can't with this receiving core. But I hear you, but I still think the Chiefs will find a way to win if they play the Lions. I don't know if they play them this year.
No, they don't. I don't think so.
They don't.
They don't.
That's unfortunate. But the big thing for the Lions, even though, Lana, you said that the pass rush was meh, I don't think they were that good. I think the Lions had to get a lot of pressure through blitzes, of course, obviously. But when they weren't rushing, Sam Darnold had time in that pocket, and he was breaking contain a lot. Now, imagine that, of course, when it comes to a team like the Chiefs, where you don't want to break contain when it comes to Mahomes, and you give him time to throw. Because the tackles are the weakest part of the Chiefs, and the Lions right now, without Aiden Hutchinson, does not have elite edge rushers. So Jared Goff still sucks against pressure. Stop. Let's not do this. I said he was good against the blitz today. I already said that. But Jared Goff is not good against pressure. Relax. I know you're a Jared Goff fan, but don't gotta lie to defend him. He's not good against pressure. We all know this. I hear you, but when it comes to like this chess match football, it always gets skewed, and Dan Cable takes some wild risks.
Yeah, some stupid risk.
It felt like the risk he took today. We got to show them that we're okay without Hutch. We're okay. We're gonna be okay. And I still think, just go find an edge. I don't care about the report saying that Hutch could come back if the Lions make the Super Bowl. You don't worry about that. Go find an edge. I was gonna say if the Steelers struggled, he just came back today on injury. Alonzo, was it Highsmith?
Mm-hmm.
If they could have got him, if this is only depending on if they struggled, but there's an edge out there you can find. Josh Uche has been mentioned from the Patriots that he could be somebody they could get, and apparently he plays a lot like Hutch does, according to what people have been talking about. So that could have been somebody. I just make the trade and just keep what you have. Just try to stay the most complete. And I'm not saying you should do the crazy stuff all the time, but like if you want to do it on your own side of the field, at least have somebody else agree with you before you do it. Because I feel like you're just like, all right, we're going for it, and your offensive coordinator is not gonna be like, no, he's gonna do it. Shift God, you can't afford Myles Garrett. And why
that
would the
fake punt was so stupid to me. Like I'm just sitting there like, why would you do that on their side of the field? Then they go down 10-0 and it's just like, bro, you're down 10-0 now, Dan. Like, come on, man. Like you just trolling.
That's part of the reason you lost in the playoffs. It's because you did stuff like this.
Doing stuff like that. Like, bro.
I feel like he needs to find a balance between like his risk taking and I don't know. I feel like there needs to be like a flow with it. You can't just like be no momentum. Be like, I'm just gonna do something crazy. Like, no, like you need to like pace yourself.
Just like how Sean McVay's a get back coach. He just needs like a guy who just says no, that he respects. He's like, just no, don't do this.
Or he gets like a set number of crazy plays a game.
Yeah.
Or just like just do it like just at least if you're gonna do it on your side of the field at least, bro. Like you're gonna give him the best like field position ever, bro.
Especially since he burnt out all his plays trying to embarrass the entire state of Texas last week.
Yeah, exactly.
I do think the Lions, when they start playing quarterbacks that are mobile, they're going to struggle. I do think they're going to struggle a lot. Like Baker, when they played the Lions, when Aiden Hutchinson was dominating, a lot of the plays that he was able to break through his legs, and this is Baker, really put pressure on the defense, and they struggled a lot to contain Baker. So when I don't know what their next game is up, but
they got the Titans. They got the Titans at home.
Oh, easy win.
I'm also not completely sold on that secondary either. Although Brian Branch is
Brian Branch is top three nickel, bro.
He's top three, but that secondary is definitely iffy.
Sure. So after the Titans, they play the Packers and Texans back to back away. So that could tell us a lot. That's why I'm thinking, try to get that. For instance, go get Josh Uche as quickly as you can, so that you can get ready for those games. Because for instance, that Packers game could decide not just the division, but who gets the number one seed in the NFC.
NFC,
yeah. I wouldn't consider those two like premier mobile quarterbacks. They can run, so they could still be fine because they still like to stay in the pocket and make throws. Mm-hmm. But we'll see. Overall,
so I'm even looking at their schedule. The only guy who really runs on their schedule is AR, ironically, AR.
Yeah.
And Josh Allen.
That is the game I'm going to be looking at against Josh.
What do you think they're going to give for if they would go get Uche? Like how?
I don't think he cost that much because of how bad.
Third or fourth. I think like a fourth probably.
I'm pretty sure the Lions traded a pick to move up in the draft. Did they not?
Let me look. I'm pretty sure you might be right because I'm looking at their thing. Yeah, because they traded in the fourth round because they had not back to back, but pretty close fourth round picks. And
so they didn't give up much for that.
They didn't give up much for that. So I think they could probably trade a third. Probably Matt. The problem is that people know that they need a rusher, so people are going to ask for a little bit more. But if I'm walking up to the Patriots and they're like, give us a third for Josh Uche, I walk away.
Oh, they traded for Carlton Davis? I didn't even realize that was a trade. I thought it was a free agent pickup.
So yeah, and if the Patriots are like, we want a third for Josh Uche, they walk away and go talk to somebody else.
Zadarius Smith is another good one. Browns gonna start selling. That's a good one, Chef God.
But the Vikings, obviously, good coaching, good scheming can only get you so far. But they are like the 49ers, like great roster, great team, great coaching, quarterback that just has to run the scheme. But once you go up against certain teams in the playoffs, that can only take you so much. But fortunately, the NFC, you can make it to the Super Bowl with that type of style.
Yeah. And I mean, Sam Darnold had a chance to win that game. They gave him the ball back in 4 minutes. They gave the ball back in 4 minutes. He let him down. He had the ball in 4 minutes. They went 3-0 and gave the ball right back to Jared Goff, and he won the game. He went down there, killed the clock down, got that field goal, game winner, way out of there. So, I mean, they had a chance to win. Sam Darnold, I've been telling him we need to stop. He's okay. He's good. He had some great throws, but let's not overdo it. I know he had a great 2-game stretch, but that Jets game, he did not look good. The Packers game, he was okay.
Almost blew that lead, bro.
Almost blew that lead, yeah. So, I've been saying we need to calm down on the Sam Darnold love.
Same. All right, let's move on to the next game.
Montgomery, by the way, on his injury?
Not sure.
He came back in the game.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, but he fumbled, so it was kind of
he fumbled.
He shouldn't have came back in the game because Montgomery never fumbles.
Yeah, and Gibbs was balling that game. Just let him have the time. You got a third guy who, if Gibbs needs a spell, but with how Montgomery runs, the rest would have benefited him. He's just a tough runner, man. He runs like somebody stole something from him every game.
What's the next game?
Next game, we got the Seahawks beating the Falcons. I was going to put this in the open blitz. I don't know much to say about it, but I'm sure people want to say what they got to say. Seahawks, good win for them. People started coming healthy. The only thing I got to say about this is the Falcons have the worst pass rush in football. Somehow the Falcons still got the worst pass rush in football. I don't know how. And people were telling me, well, Rook is solid. Braylon, nah. They should have gotten Latu or Dallas Turner. They just should have. Not Michael Pittman. It's ridiculous. Kirk is balling off of an Achilles, but you're gonna have to get him replaced in 2 years. Like it's stupid. And Zach Robinson's not a good offensive coordinator. I hate his schemes. The whole outside zone runs. Like sometimes they do run it good, but then sometimes, like especially in like high pressure situations in the red zone, it's like 3rd and 2, 4th and 2. You run an outside zone, it gets stuffed. Yeah, I don't really like Zach Robinson's schemes right now. And despite everything, I still think Drake London's not used to his maximum potential because this guy is a 1v1 jump ball demon. He really is that good, but they're not using him like that. So, yeah, I don't know what the Falcons got talent. I just don't know. I don't think they got it all together.
No, the Falcons desperately need a pass rusher, and the fact that like they have a great secondary, like that secondary is elite with Justin Simmons, Bates, AJ Terrell. Like they got some
Oh no,
Pro caliber players there, but they're just not getting any pressure up front to alleviate them. So I don't know, but no, Drake London still him. Is DK like hurt? Because I heard he got hurt.
They said he's
carded, right.
He got carted off with a knee injury. I'm trying to look up any kind of word right now.
Yeah,
he's
Deshaun, I saw he almost had like 150 like total yards. Like he was really good. And Kyle Pitts was solid again today. So maybe he's finally getting it together. He had like another 65 yards. Where he led the league. He led the team in receiving. So it's like another solid game. But yeah, no. Didn't expect the Falcons to fold like this. They messed up all my parlays. So yeah, I'm kind of mad about that.
Unfortunate.
Oh yeah, Mike McDonald outcoached Zach Robinson for sure. Yeah.
All right, next game.
Another NFC North victory. The Packers beat the Texans. Hey man, I had the Packers winning this game, but Randall, you can start it out.
By the way, let me just get this out the way. Those white Packers uniforms were clean. I was like, ooh, they were clean, but in a good way. It's a good way to showcase the near future of what the NFL could be. Obviously, as Patrick Mahomes gets older, you always need new blood, and watching two of the better young quarterbacks going toe to toe was pretty cool. I think this was a really good Packer win, even though he keeps throwing picks, man. Jordan Love, he had 2 more picks today. Like, yeah, I'm really concerned about. It's like, bro, why is the ball always in harm's way with you? And luckily, look, the team's good enough to survive it. But if you're, for instance, if you throw 2 picks against the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes, you throw 2 picks against the Lions, you're gonna lose that game. You're going to. I just don't understand that because it was 2 picks. It feels like he's always throwing 2, but I liked it. And the fact that the tight end he's making too many plays now for me not see some. That dive and catch he had today was magnificent.
Bro, that dive was
but that dive was crazy. Like you really see that. And also the fact that Josh Jacobs finally had his first receiving touchdown of his career today.
Should have been Jalen Reed.
It was open, man. Let Josh Jacobs live. It was cool, but Lonnie, your big prediction about them losing more than 2 games. So now they got to win out. The Texans.
And they'll do that. Probably not. I'm probably wrong, but whatever.
It was
if only lose 3 games, I'll be fine. If I only lose 3 or 4 games, I'm fine. No, but CJ Stroud, he didn't play his best. But neither did Jordan Love. It was a great game. It was probably one of the better. It might have been the best game of the week. The secondary for the Packers are giving CJ hell, and the front 7 for the Texans were giving Jordan Love hell. Will Anderson got a sack, Daniel Hunter got a sack, but like those stats don't do him justice because they were getting after him. They were touching him a lot. Like he was getting hit a lot, and the receivers for the Texans were getting locked up a lot. But it was a nail biter. Like the Texans were winning with like 15 seconds left. They were up. So it really came down to like the last few plays. And yeah, some of that's coaching, some of that's penalties too. So Texans still got a lot of stuff to clean up. I want to see Tank Dell get more involved now that Nico's out. That should be an emphasis, especially with Jair locking up Stephon. Like, kind of need, and you can see that Stephon was getting frustrated while he was getting locked up too. So
you know how the game started, right?
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs got in a beef with Jair Alexander before the game started, and there was a huge like confrontation between the Packers and Stephon Diggs specifically. So they were
he was
ready to lock up Stephon Diggs.
his head.
Hey man, Stephon Diggs, man, he loves causing a scene, man.
Listen, I know we're gonna look at the stats and be like, yeah, CJ didn't have a great game, but bro, that O line was horrendous. That was probably the worst O line play I've seen this whole season, and I don't think I'm over exaggerating. I think it was like more than 60% drop backs. He was. They were on him right as soon as he dropped back. They right there in front of his face. I think they had 4 sacks, dude, and they had 7 QBRs, bro. So I don't like. I'm not putting that all on CJ. Could he have played a better game? Sure, but that was terrible. The run game was working perfect. I think Joe Mixon had a great game. The Packers, they have the best safety duo in the league. Evan Williams and Xavier McKinney. They're crazy. They're great. They can do everything. They can cover. They can tackle. You can put them anywhere. They're great players. I'm with you, random on Jordan Love. It's like he'd make some plays where it's like, bro, that's a beautiful pass, and then he'd throw something, and he's just like, what are you doing? It's like it's kind of like Josh Allen last year. It's just like, like why would you throw that? But he's gonna be a great player as well. But this game was definitely a great game. I think the Packers are elite defensively. They're top 5. I think they're gonna be nice. I think they're top 5. I'm saying it. I love that defense, bro. I love that defense. I ain't gonna lie.
Top 5. I don't know about top 5.
Top 5 defense.
I mean, I think they're
up there.
Defense. They haven't been. They're
very well rounded.
Like
they're well rounded, bro.
That's another really good team if Jordan Love stops turning the ball over. Like what I meant, drink more water. Obviously, like you said, it's the stats, but they gave Joe Mixon 25 carries because he was the most dominant part of the Texans' offensive attack, and they found a way. Like we said, they found a way to lead at the end of the game. The Packers were just pulled it out, you know, and it's just one of those where. The Texans, if you don't make a mistake, they were missing a lot of people today too, weren't they? I know they're missing a few starters.
I think they was missing an old line.
I mean, the only one that matters is Nico Collins, the number 1 receiver on the team. So, hey man, that dude needs to come back.
Tackle.
That
he's out another 3 games. So
another 3.
IR is minimum 4 games. So
hey.
Damn.
I think Dell's supposed to be this guy. What's going on with him? I thought he was this guy.
Well, they got the
like after I said,
the line was terrible.
Like really hard for CJ to do anything.
I have to relook because it obviously there's always 2 parts with it, or technically 3 parts.
No, Tank Dell did not play well, but also I feel like they didn't call enough plays to get him involved. That's one.
But is he getting open too? So yeah, that's why I have to see, because when it comes down to like the Giants, for example, because they're perfect like analogy or comparison. The Giants have a bad offensive line too. Today they made the Eagles pass rush look dominant, and they're not. Bryce Hoff is okay. Jalen Carter's a demon, but that Eagles defensive line has not been dominating all year. But the thing about the Giants is not only is the offensive line going to be bad without Andrew Thomas, of course, but also Daniel Jones, sometimes when he doesn't get his first read, takes too long to process the field and get it to the next one, or makes a play, or just stays in the pocket when and starts getting fidgety in the pocket. So that's obviously a thing, and also getting open in general when it comes to receivers, because Malik Neighbors was getting double teamed a lot against the Eagles, so it was up to Wandell and Slayton, is not great. So when it comes down to it, it's always like a 3-part when you get pressured that much, not just the offensive line. And CG Stroud, I saw a lot of plays when I was watching Red Zone where it's like he wasn't getting the ball out. He was like whatever he saw, he didn't trust it enough to release the ball. So it seemed like they also were not getting open at the same time for him to get the ball out quickly. And that's what Stephon Diggs and Tank Dell was supposed to be good at.
Because Stephon had 7 targets, 5 catches, 23 yards. He got clamped.
Damn.
He got clamped.
Damn.
Yeah, he got clamped.
Dalton Schultz actually had a pretty good game, didn't he?
He had
No,
Yeah,
28
Schultz had a
yards.
couple catches.
He had one catch for 28 yards.
I
I
must have
remember
saw
that one because they were glazing that up on Red Zone.
I saw that one catch. That's it.
Yeah, that's the only
Yeah,
one I
That
saw.
was the only catch he had.
I don't know how I feel about that by Artur because Laporta clears Dalton Schultz, just clears him. Like the Lions are better. They're better suited to lose Armand than the Texans are to lose. At least you think than the Texans are to lose Nico Collins.
That Packers defense.
Well,
is
he's
tough.
saying it's like Amon Ross St. Brown being out for the Lions. That's what it means for the Texans being without Nico.
Oh yeah,
And we shouldn't be saying that because Stephon Diggs is supposed to be a
Mm.
top receiver, and Tank Dell is supposed to be the next receiver. So we shouldn't
like,
really.
Nico definitely opens up the field a lot more though when he's there though. Like he gets people like him. His presence being on the field gets other people open,
Yeah.
and
Well,
now having that is very important.
At the same time, I thought people were saying that Stephon Diggs is still top 10, top 12,
Mhm.
and he's not showing that at all.
Okay,
And
I
Tank
agree.
Dell is better than Puka apparently.
Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Anybody that was saying that last year, kind of crazy, bro. That's
Last
crazy.
year was a conversation. Last year,
I know. People were
It
talking
was
about
like
it. I know.
4
I know.
games. That's
know.
why I was like, bro.
That's crazy.
It's like
I
just
like
don't
Tank
think-
actually. Like on Tank
Tank
is like he
Tank
can
was
route
snapping
run.
last year.
He was
snapping.
snapping last year. He was.
But the thing is, when it's a few games,
It wasn't a
one
few games. It was like 9 games. They were like their yards were
If he
similar.
didn't
But then,
get injured, he
yeah, he had. It was like not. He was on pace for like 1,000 yards after like the 10 games he played. He was like at 900 yards, and then he broke his leg,
yeah.
and so he missed like a good 6-7 games. Like
Yeah, but Puka was cooking, man.
Puka
Yeah.
Puka
was.
was cooking.
was looking, but at the same time, if you look at their yards, they're like it wasn't like that far off.
No,
And
I
it
agree.
gotta be hard
I,
on Tank, like not being the number one anymore. Like because last year, he was kind of he was more they were showing him out more. You know, they were showing him off more. They was giving him the ball more. He was getting more love. And you know, Stephon Diggs wasn't there. Nico was kind of the question. We didn't know too much about Nico yet, especially during like in the beginning of the season, and they were able to kind of show him more love. And now this year is just like you got all these big names, and Nico's going crazy. You got Stephon, Joe Mixon's getting the ball more. It's like where's the love for Tank? You know, where's the love for
Yeah,
Tank?
so
But
11
I think
games,
definitely got to
11
see the
games,
film.
he had 47 catches, 709 yards, and 7 touchdowns. And so what? That's 6
So
games.
it was 4 games where he went crazy. That's what I'm talking about. It's like 4 games he went absolutely nuclear. All the other games are kind of meh. They're all right, but I mean, Puka did this entire season. Then he did what he did in the playoffs. It's like my thing
He
is
went crazy in the playoffs.
Yeah, but like Tank Dell didn't get that chance to do any of that because he only played 11 games before
but
he
people were putting him in crazy conversations after 4
were-
4 amazing games. Let me not undersell it. Amazing.
for a
games.
rookie after 11 games to have 709 yards and 7 touchdowns the way he did was good. Like
That was elite. So,
Good enough for him to be put in
after
some
11
conversation.
games, you have 709 yards, and there's 6 more games left in the season. You're gonna get elite. So if you're at 700 with 6 more games, how much do you expect him to get? After
I don't know because other than those 4 crazy games, he was getting like
I think he
300
I think he
game.
touched a band for sure. He touched 1,000, man.
Maybe.
For sure, easily.
in 6 games, he can't get 300 yards.
Yeah, he touched 1,000 easily.
Possible. I'm not. Hey. Well, hey, he played 6 games this year. Yeah, get 300 yards. I don't know. I'm just saying.
But this is a different team, though. It's a
Hey,
different
hey, man.
team. It's a different team.
Next
Hey,
game.
Same
Next
receiver,
game.
same quarterback, less pressure. I'm just saying.
Whatever. What next game?
All right. Well, let's go to the next game. We got the Chiefs, the only undefeated team left in the NFL, beating the San Francisco 49ers with a putrid. They let Sky Moore play again. Putrid receiving core. Juju couldn't even play. Oh my goodness. But they won. And they dominated, actually. They dominated 49ers. What are we saying?
I had Chiefs winning, but man, they just keep getting wins, bro. They just keep finding ways to win. You know, Patrick Mahomes can play mid and still win games. You know, that defense is playing amazing. Purdy's playing terrible. Well, he played terrible today. My fault. Let me not say the whole year, but he didn't play good this game. Ayuk, he's out for the season. That's a huge loss. Huge loss for them. When does CMC come back? That's my only question. Last question. When does he
People
come
have been
back?
guessing around week 10.
Week 10?
Maybe around.
They need him. They need him, bro.
Because first it was one Achilles, now it's both Achilles, and then
Bro, I should have made that Juwan Jennings trade. And I should have made that Juwan Jennings trade.
You should have. I was trying to fleece you too. I was like, watch Brady now you come back.
He said Mahomes is more Steve Young than Brady. Okay.
That's just.
Well, he had to be today.
Okay.
He had to be today. Like,
archetype, then fair because he's not a. Steve Young is mobile. So if you're talking about archetype,
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
No, but Mahomes did Mahomes things, unfortunately. Like I need to stop doubting him. I thought, 49ers revenge game. Purdy's gonna go crazy because Purdy wants to get paid. Purdy doesn't want to keep on having a damn roommate. Like he said. Imagine being the starting quarterback for the 49ers and you have a roommate and you're married.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy. But nah, he doesn't want to get paid.
Rent in San Francisco is crazy, bro.
It is crazy.
Facts, San Francisco.
Facts.
Also being a starting quarterback in the NFL and having a roommate is crazy. No, but
What do you think the conversations are like after game? Let me stop. Hey, man, that's tough. You'll get him next time. Yeah.
will he? Because I don't know. Because it's Mahomes and the Chiefs, and Mahomes always figures out a way to win, no matter how badly he plays or how badly the team plays.
It don't matter.
Besides the defense, that defense is serious. But they just keep on finding ways to win. Juju Smith, I think he went out with a knee injury, so that's another receiver down. So it looks like, hey, Sky Moore, wide receiver 1.
Go get D-Hop, Riddell.
They
hop off one leg.
Anybody.
D-Hop with one leg.
They had the chances, man. They had the chances to get somebody.
Brent
They all came.
bowling, bro.
Hey,
Tyler
actually,
Boyd was in your building. You said.
They didn't even call to see about Devontae. They didn't even make a call. He said that they didn't
Well,
even.
to be fair, the Raiders weren't going to trade him to them.
Yeah, nah,
they
they wasn't
try to
trading.
call. They didn't even.
Because
they
they
didn't
knew
try
they
to-
weren't going to trade him. I'm not going to waste my time making a call just to be told no.
I am if I'm playing Sky.
But I would have
Moore.
called for Amari Cooper.
If I
I
got
would have been like, "Yo, Amari, let's talk, bro." But Lonnie, were you done? Sorry.
No, all I was gonna say is, the 49ers, they need to get healthy because Debo Samuel went out with an illness at halftime.
What was that about?
He was about to throw up on the sideline when he was walking
couldn't
out.
breathe.
Bro, lock
He couldn't
in.
breathe.
I was like, lock in. You feel sick. They just beat you in the Super Bowl, and you feel sick, and you're gonna sit out the game. You little. Never mind. I'm not gonna.
Yo, Lonnie, they not trying to win, Lonnie. They not trying to win, Lonnie.
Oh God.
They not trying to win.
That got me tight. I was like, yo, y'all lost to these guys in the Super Bowl, and now you're not out the rest of the game because you feel sick. Oh my God. Yo, win.
Sad, bro.
I'm gonna read this off. So the current receivers on the roster are Justin Watson,
Oh my
Montreal Washington, Juju's hurt, Justin Ross, Rasheed Rice is hurt,
Jesus.
Nico Remigo, Sky Moore, McCole Hardman, and Hollywood is hurt.
Justin Ross.
Justin
it's
Ross.
It's time for the training
Yo,
camp hero
Justin
to
Ross
show
at
up.
Clemson was insane, bro.
Training camp God.
Training camp God for real. One hand catches. He being every bro. Why
Yeah,
can't you
give
do
him
that
a
in a real
shot.
game? Give him a
What
shot.
else
man.
you got, Riddell? What else you
At this
got?
point.
Xavier Worthy?
Hey, Jalen Hyatt wants to get traded. Hey, Garrett Wilson might want to get traded. Hey, let's go make Garrett Wilson the top 10 receiver.
not with all your
Let's
slander.
make
Not with all
Garrett
your-
Wilson the top 10 receiver, bro.
not with all
Yeah,
your-
he gonna see a Clips game.
No, but because I'll email, text, whatever his age. I'll send it all. But
Just be like, this is
let's
your
look at the
fan.
weekly Deshaun Jackson 2.0 highlights.
When
Stats.
did Artur obviously he just started slandering Brady? Like, what the fuck?
Oh, no.
We
It's
take
like-
this hellfire.
Xavier
bro.
Worthy had 1 rush for 5 yards, and then he had 8 targets, 3 catches for 19 yards.
To be fair, it was a little bit of a struggle early in the game because at one point the game was drunk, right?
Yeah.
Purdy threw a horrible. Was it
Pick.
The Chiefs turn it over. The next play, Purdy throws a pick where I'm like, he didn't see the safety. Justin Reed ran the whole route for him, right?
Yeah.
It was just like, come on, fellas. But Purdy had made some mistakes in the red zone the pick that he threw. Brady was trying his hardest not to be nasty because he was like, I don't know what he's looking at. But Brady was, because he's the owner now. He can't be as nasty as he wants to be on a commentary. But he's like, I don't know what he was looking at. He's like, even he's like, he was getting hit. Even if he wasn't getting hit, that ball, he was like, it was a bad throw. But I think people see how the Chiefs are playing.
These are terrible options. He said Calvin Ridley and Darius Slayton. Disgusting.
Hey, Calvin Ridley might be nice for sure.
No. Hold on. I think with the way that the offense is playing, you have to take the ball. You have to, first of all, you have to actually win the game. Don't just think, oh, Mahomes is playing bad. Because guess what? He literally trucked somebody today while scoring a touchdown. That's what Mahomes did today.
Fourth down, by the way.
He trucked him. So you're gonna have to legitimately rip the win from the cold dead hands, because every team that has played them, where I'm like, do you guys actually want to win, or are we just trolling? Lamar, you're trolling.
Trolls, bro.
Like the Saints one, we got it. Other than that one big one where Derek Carr was talking shit to his sideline for some reason, the Chiefs are a very beatable team. They really are. They're a very beatable team. But you have to take the win from them. This is just like the Patriots when they were not playing their best early. Because if they figure it out, if they make a big trade and get somebody, you're going to be in trouble, because this is your chances to finally get them. Now, obviously, if Hollywood comes back, if Juju gets healthy, and the receiving corps, and also, is Noah Gray the best tight end on that team? I'm not trying to be nasty, but like, what's going on with your boy? What's going on with Travis?
He's been there for a long time. Travis is getting doubled. He's the only person. He's the only legitimate receiver on the team. He's getting doubled.
And I'm just like, you gotta find a way to catch him, because they're not going undefeated. They're just not good enough right now to go undefeated. But if they figure something out, huh?
Who they play next?
The Raiders, I think they play the Raiders.
Oh, we're fine. Don't worry about that.
I don't know. Let's see where their first loss is gonna. Let's look at the schedule.
They play Tampa.
Oh, win.
No. I don't think so.
Here we go.
I don't think so.
Glaze, man.
No. It's not even the Bucks glaze.
I want to see them against the Ravens first. I want to see how they play.
Really might go undefeated. Oh, this will be so nasty.
If they go undefeated, that'd be kind.
If they go undefeated and lose the Super Bowl, I'm gonna be the nastiest motherfucker that day. Watch you lose a Sam. Hey, F. Watch them lose like Sam Darnold. I'm gonna feel like
I can't say nothing.
That'd be crazy. Random. That'd be crazy.
I'd be like, oh yeah. I'm like, hey Sam, go ahead and make it back 4 years from now and beat Mahomes again.
Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so they play the Raiders.
That's a win.
They play the Buccaneers.
Prime time.
Then
I picked the Chiefs to win, but I don't think it's as it's probably going to be another game like 24-17.
I agree.
Yeah, it's a close game.
Then they play Denver.
They're beating Denver.
Then they play Buffalo. You know how
Buffalo do be beating the Chiefs in the regular season.
They do.
How is this game at 4:00? Is the NFL drunk?
Well, they can't flex. They can't flex till what week 10.
But this should have been an automatic prime time game.
Yeah,
is this not a prime time? It's the second window game, right? It's the second window game.
Yeah.
All right. Then after that, then it's Carolina.
That's a job.
Oh, easy.
They don't even need Mahomes for that game.
Then it's Vegas at home.
Another win.
And then it's the Chargers at home.
Could be difficult, but give me the Chiefs.
All right,
they play tomorrow, right?
The Browns.
Yeah, Bucks do.
Oh, Browns easy. Chargers play the Cardinals tomorrow.
Then it's at home versus the Texans.
Give me the Chiefs. Texans haven't been looking great either.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Chiefs too.
Then it's at Pittsburgh.
I'm gonna go Chiefs with that too.
I refuse.
Then it's at Pittsburgh.
Russ is the guy that gives them the first loss.
No.
But then the last game of the season is the Broncos.
If they're not going to sit Mahomes, we can go undefeated. We could be the real undefeated.
They
team.
might sit Mahomes though that last game.
No,
If
they
y'all, like, clutch
want to
AFC.
go undefeated. They need to go undefeated
Why do they need to go
Undefeated for a
undefeated?
three-peat would be crazy.
because
Undefeated in a
Yeah.
three-peat would be insane.
I ain't gonna lie,
oh
bro. You
my
can't say
God,
nothing else
undefeated
about
on a
Patrick
three-peat,
Mahomes
bro.
after that, bro.
Undefeated,
Especially with this roster
insane.
and the injuries. Yeah.
This roster is worse than last year. I don't know how it's possible, but this roster is worse than last year.
Lonnie, when we
It
said
is.
that in the offseason, and this was before the injuries, and the damn thing went viral basically, and he looked at us and he was mad, Lonnie, when we told him that.
No, let's relax.
Lonnie,
No,
Lonnie.
I need more context because one, injuries. That's one.
Yeah.
Injuries. And two, wasn't this before the draft? Because I didn't want to draft Worthy. I wanted Lad McConkey.
No. This was after. This was after the draft when we talked. Because the thing where I literally went through their whole receiving core, Nico Remigio. I still don't. He doesn't get burned on a team that needs receivers. Like Justin Ross. People talk about Justin Ross all the time. They trot out Justin Watson, who literally has only played when all hell breaks loose. And it's just like, come on, y'all.
He's a third
And
guy
I was bringing this up after when we was watching Xavier Worthy in practice.
But this is
And
injuries. I'm not high on Worthy either, but this is injuries because Worthy.
It's not just injuries. This was not a good receiving core to begin with. There's a reason
They
why.
had Hollywood and Rashee Rice. Rashee Rice is a top 15 receiver in football right now. If he stayed healthy and Hollywood, you have Hollywood going deep. That allows Xavier Worthy to actually be a good receiver on the team.
So you're telling me that you wouldn't take 15 receivers before Rashee Rice?
I'm taking 15.
Give me
But Rashee
15.
Rice is nice.
Give me 15. Let's talk. Give me 15.
Okay, let's just get the big ones out the way.
Okay.
Jetta's gone.
Yep.
Jamar gone.
Okay.
Pickens, you're taking Pickens before him.
Yeah, I am. Right now, yeah, I am.
Are you serious, Riddell? You're taking.
Come on, Riddell. Don't do
Pick-
that.
oh man, Pickens has been
Bro.
impressed with me. I'm not gonna lie.
Give
Okay,
Pickens-
fine. Let's put Pickens on the side. Amon Ra, you're taking him.
Yeah.
You're taking him on.
Amon Ra is a better version of Rashee. So yeah,
Are you
Tyreek
taking
Hill,
Stephon?
Tyreek Hill,
Tyreek Hill. Yeah,
Stephon
DJ
Diggs.
Moore.
Hold on. Stephon Diggs.
You're thinking about DJ Moore?
No.
You should not be thinking about DJ Moore.
You should not be thinking about DJ Moore.
Yeah, you should not be thinking about DJ Moore.
Stephon Diggs.
current Diggs. Give me Rashee.
All right.
AJ Brown.
He's better
AJ
for
Brown.
than Diggs is.
No,
AJ's better. AJ's better.
CD Lamb.
CD's better.
DJ Moore. You said DJ Moore, right?
I'll give it to DJ, but for
Malik
the
Neighbors.
Chiefs, give me Malik.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Give me Rashee. For the Chiefs, give me Rashee.
Scary
Malik
Terry.
Neighbors.
Give me Rashee. For the Chiefs, I'm specifically talking about for the Chiefs because what Rashee Rice does two things very excellently on the Chiefs. One, he's amazing in the quick route game, so he allows Mahomes to get it out of his hands quickly, and he's amazing at yak. He's one of the best
Very
yak
good.
receivers in football right now.
I'm gonna lie, bro. You throw Terry McLaurin on the Chiefs, bro.
And he's
He doesn't-
doing work.
Yeah, we're not even
He's
doing
not-
work.
bro. Way
He's
more
not
than
doing
Rashee
what
Rice.
Rashee Rice does on this team.
Yeah,
He will be good, but he won't be able to.
better. Way better than Rashee Rice.
Not
Way
at
better
yak.
than Rashee Rice.
Devontae
And he's-
Adams.
He's a better deep threat too.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you
Don't be
dare.
nasty, bro.
Hey man, people just don't want to. Hey, we saw this Jets game. I'm just saying, man. Fine, Tay can have it, but I'm just saying
He can have it.
he can have it. I don't know when are we
Nico
gonna face?
Collins.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it to myself.
Nico Collins.
Nico's better.
All right, right now we're at 10.
Okay,
Drake London.
Rashee
Oh
Is-
my god.
probably.
Chris Godwin.
Give me Rashee.
Mike Evans.
Chris Godwin takes slants to the crib. What are we talking about?
So does Rashee.
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans, bro.
Mike Evans or Rashee Rice. I'm not mad if you pick Mike Evans, but for Rashee Rice is better for the Chiefs.
Puka.
Puka's better.
Whoa. Wait. We saying Rashee Rice right now is better for the Chiefs than Mike Evans? Right
Yeah.
now?
Yes.
Cooper Cup.
prime Cooper Cup, sure.
Right now, no. Even right now, I'm talking about right now. You would not
No,
rather
Cup
have.
has been like kind of step slow, bro.
Oh my
No,
god. Oh my god. Right now,
Hey.
you're nasty.
hey.
We're around 15 anyway. We're around 15.
Okay, he's like a top 20, 25 receiver.
There
My
we go.
thing is,
we didn't say T. Higgins yet.
give me Rasheed.
Jamar. We didn't even say Jamar.
Jamar, obviously. Rasheed Rice has a skill set. Because crazy thing, I wasn't super high on Rasheed last year, but his skill set for the Chiefs is undeniable. Like he's a top 10 yak guy right now, and his short game is one of the best in the NFL too. That's
He's
exactly
a good receiver.
He's exactly what the Chiefs need. The Chiefs need a short game guy who can make plays after the catch, and very few receivers could do that as good as Rasheed right now in the NFL. The only ones who could do that better right now is Tyreek Hill, Amon-Ra, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson.
I feel like he on the same tier as like a Zay Flowers as far as like that type of skill set. Is that not crazy? Is that crazy to say?
I don't think Zay.
Not saying he's better than Zay is better than him, but like skill set wise, that specific skill set you're talking about, like him and
in terms
Zay.
of yak, but in terms of getting open in the
yeah.
short game, maybe it's I don't know if it's Zay or Lamar because Lamar doesn't really throw quick slants often.
Yeah, he doesn't.
It's him. But I don't. Zay's more like put the ball in his hand from a screen or a drag route, and then he will do whatever you got to do. Versus Rasheed, just 1v1 outside inside. He can make a play, pretty consistently.
That's cool.
But overall, Chiefs are a good team. Chiefs are a great team, and they're still in the Chiefs.
That defense is carrying. Right?
That defense is very scary, man.
Carrying is a stretch, but the defense is playing great. Kareem Hunt's career has been revived somehow. Hey, man. Just figure it out.
The only reason I'm saying carrying, I think the Chiefs have the best defense in the league. That defense
best defense. It's between Chiefs is up there.
Vikings,
Broncos, Steelers. Is there any other defenses we're missing?
Packers gotta be up there, bro. That D line
Artur, I would agree with you, but you lost Aiden Hutchinson. Your defense is now worse than the Chiefs.
Yeah,
it just
that pass rush was looking very suspect versus the Vikings.
We're gonna get more games.
Yeah, we got one more game,
and that secondary wasn't that good.
All right, let's hurry it up because I'm tired.
Hey man, you should have got here earlier.
I was 10 minutes late. Whatever.
That's 10 minutes too long. Steelers beat the Jets in a disgusting game. What were we thinking?
I'm done with the Jets, man. I don't want to hear no more combos about Jets and stuff like that. They're over. They're done. This was their game that they were supposed to come in here and show why they still belong, why they still need to be in combos, and they don't need to be in no more combos after today. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. And still look good.
McDonald looks like a great pass rusher. I don't know why they decided to eventually pay Hassan Reddick. That was stupid, but hey, the Jets have got a jet. So I guess they'll have Hassan Reddick back. Yay. That O-line is, again, even cooked. They're more cooked than they were the week before and the week before that. So good luck to them. Breece Hall, like that. Garrett Wilson did not play well. Devontae Adams only didn't get the ball like that, but Joey Porter was also playing really well.
He got 9 targets.
Yeah, he only got like 3 balls.
He also dropped. I know he dropped one.
Yeah, he dropped one.
I don't really remember the rest of the.
I mean, it's his first game back after a few weeks, like whatever. And like also, he joined like in the middle of the week. So what? He's had like the playbook for like a few days. Yeah,
keeper caught a touchdown. I'm just saying.
No, I'm not. Yeah, you're fine. You're right. But it's also against the Titans. So, yeah. No, but Aaron Rodgers, he's looking old. He's not looking – not that he played terrible, but, like, there were definitely, like, some passes I was just like, what are you doing? Like, this isn't Aaron Rodgers. But, yeah, all in all, Jets are going to jet. Steelers look elite. Yeah, that's about it.
Lead is a stretch.
Yeah, at least a little stretch for me.
Yeah,
Too.
All right, it might be a stretch. The Steelers look very good.
They beat a 2-5 team, by the way.
Yeah, nah.
The Steelers look good. George
They
Pickens
look
looks
good though. They do look good.
Their
They do.
offense looks a lot better. How about that? Their offense looks a lot
Yeah, the Justin Fields conversation is finally dead.
And also, TJ Watt did not pop off.
Well, they did everything
they-
they did everything they could to make sure he doesn't.
Yeah.
Like I understand, and even then, like for them to at one point, because they did a highlight of it where they had the tight end hit him, then Breece Hall's running toward him and the tackle. Like you're asking him to do stuff that Lawrence Taylor did to do, and even that would stop Lawrence Taylor. Like they committed 3 out of 11 players on offense to this man because they knew he would wreck the game if they did. That's why Highsmith, even though he wasn't really, he had a lot of pressure. I can't remember if he had how many sacks he had. I think he had 1, but he was a monster tonight, and he was so excited because that guy on the opposite side of TJ Watt is going to be great. Now when we talked about, now it took Russ a little bit to get into the game. Obviously, he legitimately hadn't played football since last year around Christmas, and then even when he came to the Steelers, he got hurt. So he didn't go to preseason. He didn't do any of that. So he took him a second. But I think they did the one thing where Russ is like the perfect quarterback for Pickens because you know how he throws this deep ball, like it drops in, so Pickens has a chance to really adjust and fight for it. And we saw a lot of that today. I really like that. A lot of pick plays, a lot of things where Russ eventually just got comfortable. And even you guys see a little bit of the old Russ when they let the free defender go and he just sidearmed it around the dude for Freiermuth for like 20 yards. He did a lot of really good things. Now, am I saying that the Steelers are a contender in the AFC? No, I think they're clearly like Chiefs, Ravens. To me, Bills are a step down, and then and then Bills by themselves, and then I'll probably put the Steelers in the conversation that I have the Dolphins in. Where are they going to win games? Am I expecting them to go into Buffalo and beat them in the playoffs? No. They're not. I don't think the Steelers can do that, but they have something. I feel bad for Justin Fields, but there's a reason why, despite the fact that he's 4-2, that they brought in Russ to helm that team, and the offense looked better. It looked better than any other time against. I understand that the Jets are 2-5, but they had even though they had the injuries, that still was a good defense, and they showed early, but a few of Rodgers' mistakes, Najee running the way he's running, and a couple of deep shots where you just. Pickens, you're down there somewhere, bro. Just make the play, and he did. And they feel differently than they did with Fields.
No, for sure. Hey man, Sauce looking kind of fraudulent? Question mark. I mean, out of his rookie year, he was like the best cornerback in football. I'm not gonna lie. I know people were saying you got to travel, you hold too much. Now they calling them penalties, and Sauce getting kind of cooked. Now that they're calling these penalties, it's getting rough. Robert Saleh has been gone 2 weeks, and that defense has been looking awful. You get cooked by Ray Davis, Najee Harris, and Jalen Warren. Come on, Jets. What are we doing? Like, Russell Wilson, I get Josh Allen, but this is the same Josh Allen that had no Amari Cooper and no Khalil Shakir. You got cooked by him and that offense. Then you get cooked by Russell Wilson. Hey, firing Robert Saleh must have been the greatest move ever if you want to have now a mid defense. Like, come on. This is disgusting work. The only thing I'm happy about when it comes to the Jets right now is I don't like to be wrong. And I was almost wrong about Breece Hall, but now he's back. Breece Hall is a demon. That is the Breece Hall I wanted to see because I do think he's a demon. I do think he's the top 10 running back in football. He just, I don't know. I don't know what was going on with him. But in this game, you just give him space. And, man, he can make people miss. He is amazing. He's great when it comes to them shortcuts, making a quick move, getting around defenders. Breece Hall is legit. One thing that is very interesting, my boy Trent, man. It must be tough to be Trent right now. His 3 guys, Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers, all on the same team and underperforming. That's tough. So, I feel for you, my boy. I feel for you. It's tough. It's tough.
Remember,
Those
it was all
turnovers
solo
definitely
smoke.
changed the momentum like
Mhm.
crazy. I ain't gonna lie. You are right about that, Rand. Those turnovers changed the momentum big in that game. Because honestly, it was looking like the Jets was gonna kind of pull away, and then Aaron Rodgers threw those 2 picks, and it was like great field position. They was able to
Well,
just
one of them, Garrett Wilson, dropped the ball.
drop the ball.
And
Right. Yeah, that wasn't his fault, but those turnovers definitely did kind of like change the whole outcome of that game, in my opinion.
And another throw, he threw it when they were about to score a touchdown. He threw it to Garrett Wilson at the sideline, and he dropped it again.
Yeah.
There was one where I feel like how many picks did Rodgers throw?
2. He only threw 2.
There was one he threw it to Garrett, which was underthrown. I think that's the one you're talking about.
Yeah,
that was bad.
there was one that was just like it was underthrown, and there was also like 2 or 3 people around Garrett. I don't know why he threw it there in the first place.
Yeah, I don't know either. Hey, you know what's interesting? Now that it's getting easier for Garrett, he's looking worse. How does that make sense? I thought without Zach Wilson, he's supposed to be this amazing guy, but you gave him a better quarterback, and now you give him number two responsibilities with Devontae Adams. This is like the best situation ever. Now he looks like
one. It was against an elite defense. 2,
it's against elite defense. Oh,
where was this energy the last 2 weeks? Where was this energy, Riddell? Where was this energy where he had over 100 yards the last 2 weeks?
I said he was playing solid, but hey, my thing is,
right?
They got Devontae for a reason, and he became a number 2 option.
I mean, Devontae, he's better than him.
Hey, man.
Wait, who did y'all say was a better number 2 than bro? Y'all said Chris Godwin was a better number 2 than Garrett Wilson.
On paper, Garrett Wilson is a better number 2, but we've never seen him in that role. That's why I'm saying Chris Godwin.
On paper, Garrett Wilson is the greatest receiver ever, apparently.
That's just me. Let's see how he goes, because Chris Godwin would be the number 1. Like
I like Chris Godwin. I do.
No, I do. I said on paper.
Terrible because you said he was regulated to the number 2. He had 9 targets. Devontae Adams had 9 targets. Oh, that looks kind of even to me.
1A, 1B.
One had 60 yards. The other one had 30. Can you guess which one had 60? Can you guess which one had 30, Riddell?
Who really is the number 1?
Can you guess which one sold the team more?
No. That's not what you said. You said number 1 option. You said
he is the number 1 option.
Not talking about like the outcomes and all that. That's not what we're talking about. No, you said, one got regulated to a number 1 option to a number 2. Well, one got the same amount of targets and more yards.
I mean, targets don't mean anything, but when it comes to this offense,
more catches,
Lonnie,
and more yards.
Be honest with me, Lonnie.
Hey,
who's the number 2 option on this team?
Because after I'm being nasty now, one doubled the other one's yards. One doubled the other one's yards. But we're talking about number 1 option. One really doubled the other.
So who is the number 1 option?
Hey, when Devontae gets double teamed, someone has to get the ball.
Hey, what's 30 times 2? F dot quick maths.
I would assume Garrett. I would assume the person who doesn't get double teamed is supposed to get the ball. Well, when you drop it and get an interception, I'm like, who do I throw to now? I don't know.
One interception. There was 3 people around Garrett. That looks like triple team to me. That looks like triple team to me.
Maybe he needs to stop targeting Garrett. He keeps on getting intercepted every time.
That was just a dumbass throw. I don't know why he threw that.
Triple teaming him, and Rodgers still believed in him while he was getting triple teamed.
Believed in him.
That sounds like number 1 option to me, Riddell.
Sound like it to me too, man.
I do have a question for you, Lonnie. A little non-trolling though. At the end of the year, based off the current trajectory of these 2 players, who do you think will end up the better receiver by the end of the year? Drake London or Garrett Wilson?
I think Drake London is clearly going to have a better year, but better receiver? I don't know, because at the same time, if you watch the game, like you saw, like Devontae Adams is like schooling Garrett Wilson on the sideline and like giving him tips. So you have like a all-time route demon training you,
teaching you.
Yeah, teaching is the same thing. Teaching you.
Top 10 receiver needing to get taught. That's tough.
Yeah,
Um,
by a Hall of Famer.
Bro,
A
yeah, Hall of Famer. Come on, let's not do it. Come on.
End up being better. Garrett Wilson might end up being better if he's getting topped by Devontae Adams. So
I agree.
Yeah.
That's true.
Man, I need teams to stop double teaming Malik. This is not fair. He deserves to not get double teamed so he can go crazy.
They already bracketed him. That shit crazy.
Yeah, I know, bro. He missed 2 games and now he's getting double
Why
teamed.
wouldn't they double team him?
Because I need him to go crazy.
I gotta push narratives, man.
They're like,
Hey.
yeah, you're not going off against us, bro.
Bro, I'm gonna win every bet that I made, but the biggest one that I really want to win is the one with early for Malik Neighbors because he's gonna give me $120. I need Malik Neighbors. Just keep cooking, bro.
That's tough.
We
Yeah,
here, man.
Marvin. Hopefully, Marvin coming? He coming back tomorrow, right?
Yeah, he'll be here for tomorrow.
Okay. That should be.
He shouldn't be after that concussion, but
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Malik missed 2 games and then Marvin just comes back.
But Marvin's concussion looked worse. He collapsed. He literally stood up, walked like 2 steps, and then crumbled to the ground. But you want
Marvin or Malik?
Marvin.
I didn't see his. That's what I'm saying. Like Marvin's coming back. Like
when you get a chance, look up his concussion. Like he gets up, takes like a step, and then crumbles to the ground. Like he just body just like folds. Like I'm sorry, you should not come back the next week.
You think Malik over exaggerated his concussion and just went partying?
Yeah, you saw him at the Travis Scott concert.
Yes.
Hey, as we got a little taste of what a Travis Scott concert would be like, we get it. We saw Travis Scott at the Future concert for 20 seconds. He did the Chorus of Fiend, and that was the best part of the concert, Lonnie. The best part.
We went crazy.
We was getting lit. So I get it. But ugh.
All right. Well, we got 2 games tomorrow, doubleheader. We got Chargers versus the Cardinals, and then we got the
Ravens Bucks, man.
Ravens Bucks.
Ravens Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Litmus test for the Bucks. Litmus test for the Bucks to see if we can truly think about them being any kind of contender in the NFC.
Yeah, y'all know who I'm rocking with, man. I know who I'm rocking with, man.
Let's go Ravens.
Dog, let's go Ravens.
Oh, also, Kyle Hamilton will show y'all why he is the best safety in the league.
Hey, Lonnie, say that one more time, just so everybody can really just hear you, bro. Go ahead, one more time. Bro.
Kyle Hamilton will show y'all why he's the best safety in the league.
You damn right. You damn.
Good thing his rivals on the other side of the field. It was on the other team.
Here's the thing. That's not his rival. Hefe and Early make that his rival. I'm sorry, because he does everything Antonio Winfield can do, but he's bigger and he's faster.
And you can throw him anywhere, literally. In a box, you can put him on blitz. Come on, bro.
I mean, have you seen him?
I like Antoine Winfield, though. I do. I like
Antoine Winfield. But have you seen Kyle the last few weeks? He's been a monster. He's been a monster.
He has to carry that defense. No, that defense. Marlon Humphrey's getting cooked. Nate Wiggins.
Nah, Marlon's having a decent year, bro. I ain't gonna lie. People have been giving too much hate to him.
He's been erratic. He's been erratic, but when he's good, he's good.
He's good, though. I swear he is. It's really just Brandon Stevens and Marcus Williams has been terrible for us, bro. He needs to be fucking benched ASAP, bro. Nigga, dog water. You paid him $860.
I mean, that's the marquee. Weird how they're putting the Chargers Cardinals game on ESPN Plus, so only those people can see it.
Well, Hefe just showed up out of nowhere for the end of the show.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But the Chargers gonna win that game.
Talk your ish, Hefe.
No. Right? Hey, Riddell, why you always riding against my team, bro?
What did I do? I'm not even saying anything.
I heard that go Ravens, bro. You think I'm not watching, bro? Yeah. You think I'm not watching?
You got bad intentions for your team, Hefe.
Oh, I know.
If I want the Falcons to stay leading the division, I did Bucks to lose.
Hey, Falcons going get spanked, bro. If Seattle did that, bro, we healthy now. Listen, don't do it, Riddell.
That's a good point, though.
No, Hefe, I don't care who wins. I just want Kyle Hamilton to show you why he's the best safety in the league.
Kyle Hamilton had a hard time beating the teams they beat via Dallas. What was it? The Raiders by 3? Didn't they have a hard time beating the Raiders? What was it? Was it the Raiders? Am I tripping?
So we gonna
They
bring up the
didn't
first
play.
two games of the season, huh? That's what
I
we're
can't
gonna
speak
do.
for the rest of the team.
I'm just going off of history this year, bro. I ain't disrespecting on that.
Hefe, what happened in the last 4 games, Hefe? What happened in the last 4 games of the season, Hefe?
Y'all got by Dallas by 3. Y'all demolished Josh Allen and his nobody team. Josh Allen don't got nobody to go to for real. We not
That was
the
the hottest team in
Bills.
the league during that time.
Huh?
That was the hottest team during that time. Is that cat? Were people not hyping up the Bills during that time?
I mean, Josh Allen was playing superhero ball. Like he still is.
And what happened?
Y'all crushed him.
That's how.
You think we the Bills?
No, I don't. I think y'all better than the Bills.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Because if you think
it don't matter. He's saying it don't matter.
Yeah. It's gonna matter. It's gonna matter. That secondary, the Ravens secondary, gonna know it's gonna matter. Trust me.
I think our secondary have a good day tomorrow, man.
Man, keep hoping, baby. Hey, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Listen, I know we got to meet Derrick Henry in the backfield. I know we got to meet up with Lamar. That's what I know. That's what I know. I know our pressure gonna be real.
Hey, our D-line not no joke either, though. Come on.
We got 15 sacks in the last 3 weeks, though. Most in the NFL.
Going off. You know,
most in the NFL. Most sacks in the last 3 weeks. 15.
Hey, and that run game not doing that. You know we the best run game in the league right now, right?
Hey, you gotta show me. You gotta show me.
We will. Bucky Irvin not gonna be seeing too much shit.
You gotta show me. We 8th in the league in rushing the ball.
I want to see it, bro.
We coming. Hey, and mind you, this game for the city, it was just a hurricane in Tampa, bro.
Mm-hmm.
This game mean a lot, bro.
Y'all gonna come with that energy. I just want to put another stat out there. The last 5 games Baker Mayfield has played on Monday nights, he's 0-5. I just want to put that out there. I ain't gonna say too much. I just want to put that out there. I'm gonna be quiet.
That's cool.
Hey, the Ravens are also very familiar with Baker.
We are very familiar with Baker, man. We know how to play him. But he do go off against the Ravens. I will say all the time we play Baker, he plays good games against the Ravens. But hey, also another stat: Lamar's 5-2 against Baker. I'm gonna just be quiet again, though.
Because you know what matters? None of that matters because he plays for the Bucs now. This is not Cleveland. This ain't the Panthers. This ain't the Rams. This is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, my guy. This is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and that is not when Baker had Mike Evans or Chris Godwin. Trust me. And bro, listen, I know y'all want this to be the old Baker so bad, but y'all about to get a scrappy game, bro. Y'all about to get a scrappy game after that. Y'all about to get a scrappy game.
It's gonna be a fight.
I don't know who's the bigger fan, man. Hefe for the Bucs or Autor for the Lions, man. Y'all ride and die for y'all team. I respect it.
I respect it too, bro. I ride for my team as well, man. That's why I fuck with Hefe.
He talking about Hutch rushing for the left side.
When Eli was on the Giants. Eli's no longer on the Giants. It's kind of tough nowadays.
This is gonna be game of the week, though, guys. I'm telling y'all now.
Don't get blown out.
We'll see. All right.
Hey, hope the Ravens don't get blown out. You acting like we actually put up 51 points this season. We can put up 51
I'll
again.
I'll tell you this right now. You ain't putting no 50 points against us. I'll tell you that right now, straight up, bro.
Who y'all, bro? If Joey B did it, Joey B put up 38 on y'all.
If y'all put up 58, we put up 52.
Bro. If Joey B did it,
y'all not Joey.
Y'all let Joe Burrow, bro. Y'all let Joe Burrow put up 38. We average practically the same amount.
Not Joe Burrow.
Hey, I won't be there for the Monday night reaction.
You're taking it too far, Hefe.
Yeah, come on, bro.
How am I taking it too far? I'm talking about the highest scoring quarterback in the league.
Okay.
Throwing for the most touchdowns in the league. How am I taking it too far?
I won't be there for the Monday night reaction, but when we do the Monday night reaction, when you guys do the Monday night, F Dot and Hefe definitely got to be there for that.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. We're
Yeah,
gonna be in
Come
there,
on
bro.
now. Come on now, guys. Come on now, guys.
Sure.
Hey, lock in for that one. But
I probably gotta be there after because I'll be at work, but I'm gonna be there. Come on, bro.
Yeah. Hefe, I need you to stop because you trying to say Baker's Joe Burrow is crazy. Like,
No, I'm saying Baker, the highest scoring quarterback in the league, man.
Hey, Hefe, you know exactly what you're doing, bro.
exactly.
Yes, I do. Yes,
exactly
I
what you're
do.
doing.
Step into it, baby. Step
Riddell,
into
stop the
it.
show. Stop the show.
Hefe.
Stop the
I
show.
don't need nothing to me, bruh.
Stop the show.
All right, before we wrap it up, a few things I'm gonna say.
We have to talk about Cardinals and Chargers.
Do we want to?
No.
Damn.
All right, a few things before we wrap up. Shout out the New York Liberty for winning the WNBA championship.
They're very
Shout
good.
out Sabrina. Shout out Stewie. I didn't watch the game, but I heard it was kind of rigged. But hey,
Hey,
Yeah,
Minnesota's pissed.
the Minnesota coach was hot.
She
She's like,
said
what the
she
fuck?
said that she said that the refs gave the game away.
damn.
She was
Was
calling
it
people out.
the they said that she committed a charge? Was that what happened? Or a foul? It was a
It
foul.
was like a foul. It was like a foul.
It
to
wasn't
end the
really a
game.
foul.
It was a foul to get into overtime, I think.
I mean, if you're in overtime, finish the game. I mean, that's
No,
just-
it was to get into overtime. Like I think Liberty needed to get fouled. Like they needed two to get to tie the game, and Breonna Stewart, like she had a jump shot, and they like called a foul on it.
Yeah, no, I get that. But once you're in overtime, hey, you got to lock in. It's overtime. Hey, it happens.
Also, Sabrina apparently played terrible. She was like 1 for 19 or something like that, and she's like their
Damn.
second or third best player. I don't know.
Hey,
But
man,
they
they won
still
the
won.
game.
They still won.
Hey, Jason Tatum did the same thing, and they won. So, hey, they won the game. So, shout out the Liberty for winning WNBA. Very successful season. Caitlin Clark is her. And shout out,
Angel
man.
Reese too, man.
She all right.
For the city. Nah. She nice, man. Double.
Yeah.
Come on, average double. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, she's like, she cool. She's like,
Oh my
Look,
God. Let's not disrespect.
Let's
Come
move on.
bro.
I ain't dealing with you right now.
Also, we got MLB World Series. It was almost New York versus New York, Mets versus Yankees, but it is the Yankees versus the Dodgers. I am reclaiming my Yankee fandom. I am a Yankee fan because New York. I've been a Yankee fan, but I don't watch baseball. But the Yankees are in the
Go
finals.
Sox.
Hey, man, go Yankees. Aaron Judge is the GOAT. And that's the only one I know. So go Yanks. So
Go
shout
Yankees.
out.
That's the only person you know.
Oh, yeah, Juan Soto. He's good too.
Okay.
I don't watch baseball. I don't know what you
So
expect.
don't say you're a Yankees fan. You don't
I
watch
am. I am. I've been a
You
Yankees
don't watch
fan.
baseball.
So what? I'm just by default. Back
What?
during the Derek Jeter, Mariano Rivera, CJ Sabathia. I'm a Yankees fan. Weird. Alex Rodriguez, remember? Yeah.
Riddell
Weird.
just has like a habit of just like choosing whatever the best player or team is.
No, I've been a
Suddenly they're
Yankees fan since
That's
just
Jeter
mad
years.
convenient. That's just mad convenient.
I've been
Like,
a
oh,
Yankees
you're a
fan.
Luka Doncic fan. That's just wild. Well, you're also a Patrick Mahomes fan.
No, the Patrick Mahomes thing is just player. I'm talking about team. My teams are the
It's the
Giants,
Giants. Yeah.
and the Yankees.
I said it here, chat. Riddell is an elitist. Riddell is an elitist. You heard it
How
here.
am I elitist? I'm New York. My dad's from the Bronx.
Random. Is Riddell elitist when it comes to sports and his
Absolutely.
fandoms?
He absolutely is.
This is
Thank you.
cap.
Absolutely.
He absolutely.
I just know
Elitist.
ball, bro. I don't know what to tell you. My dad's from the Bronx, so I'm a Giants and Yankees fan. That's all. That's simple as that.
You also
The
offend
only-
whoever
the
going
only
against my
elite
Bucks
team-
too, Riddell.
The only elite
No,
team
name,
that
me, name me someone that you were a fan of that wasn't like elite.
That Drake London's not elite. Kirk Cousins not elite.
But you think that they can be great. But what's someone that you know just like wasn't great, but you were still like a fan of?
Wasn't great. Victor Cruz.
Victor Cruz was
He
great.
was great.
He was great. He was like,
How do you want me to name? I'm so confused. What am I supposed to say?
I could say like Pierre Garcon. He was never like no top 5.
Brandon Jacobs, Ahmad Bradshaw.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
good.
Not completely lost.
Bro, I love that duo, bro. When they was running the ball, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
facts.
Hey, no, actually, I got you perfect because I was a
Derek
Lakers
Mason,
fan because
bro.
of Kobe Bryant. I was still a Lakers fan up until LeBron joined the team. You know what team I was rooting for? I was rooting for the Lakers team that had Kendall Marshall, Nick Young. We had Julius Randle. We had Ramon Sessions. I was still a Lakers fan. So, okay.
No, those Nick Young years were
They were tough.
tough, but kind of
They were tough.
kind of fun to
fumbled
watch
Izzy-
because it was
Then
just
he fumbled
hilarious what
Izzy
would happen.
Azalea. I was just like, bro.
I mean, he was cheating on her, so I don't feel bad. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
tough.
like I said, he fumbled.
It's a big fumble. And other sports. Oh, the NBA season's around the corner. Can't wait. I have
Tuesday,
6
right?
teams I'm rooting for the NBA season. I know. Don't yell at me. Luka and the Mavs, Steph and the Warriors, Villanova Knicks. I'm just they're a vibe. I can't help it. PG-13 is one of my favorite players, so the Sixers. And these two teams I'm not fans of, but I'm going to be watching them because I want to see how good they are, how good these players are. I will be watching the Spurs to see how good Wemby is, of course. And there's another team in the East that'll be locked in.
I want to see Giannis go crazy this year, bro.
Celtics.
Fuck the Celtics. What's another East team? I had a team. Well, I haven't read it now.
Pacers.
People were calling Hallie Steve Nash. Nah, I'm get off that one, buddy.
I think the OKC, yo, bro, getting Caruso
OKC,
and Hartenstein, that move,
Whoa.
though.
So yeah, because I'm a Celtics guy, but I do like Shea's probably my favorite player to watch. So I'm
Yeah.
Is
definitely
that early in the chat? Who's in the chat? Is that early?
probably
I have no
early.
idea.
He
I
said
think it's-
Timberwolves. It's 100% early.
Yeah, no, but Shea's my favorite player to watch besides Curry. So I definitely like root for those teams. But I'm from Boston, Celtics all day. We going back to back. We going back to back. Hopefully on Luka too, just so I can rub it in Riddell's face. Hopefully on Luka too. 'Cause-
Fraudulent-ass championship, bro.
You're just lucky you didn't run into the guy from Denver. He beat y'all in the regular season. Would have beat y'all in the playoffs.
Too bad. We got that ring though. He didn't. We got that ring though.
I mean, he literally got it last year, but
I mean, that's fine. That's fine. But you didn't get it this year.
These are
Do
the
y'all
four-
think leaving Cat leaving Timberwolves gonna hurt them?
Yes. Their spacing is
Yeah.
struggling.
Oh, but one thing,
Julius
one thing to all
Randle-
you Jason Tatum haters. One thing to all you could say like, oh, he's the second option to Jaylen Brown. Oh my god, and we still won a championship. So what does that mean?
I mean,
He's not living. He's not doing what he's supposed to.
Your
he's
team's
not doing what he's
stacked,
supposed to
bro.
be
Your
doing,
team's
and we're
stacked.
still winning a
Your
championship.
team's
Yeah, y'all got
stacked.
super team,
Matter.
bro.
That's why,
Exactly.
because your
We're
team's stacked.
Exactly, and we're still stacked again this year.
Yeah, you've been stacked for years, and you finally won your first
Guess
ring.
what?
I
Jason
don't want to
Tatum
hear it.
Playing like shit sometimes doesn't really matter because
Oh,
we're like
Jesus
that.
Christ.
We're just like that.
Hey, man.
I hope the Nova Knicks beat you in the playoffs.
They're not going to.
Oh,
That's gonna be a man, yo.
Pips is
NBA
gonna-
season.
Pips is
so
gonna run
amazing.
y'all into the ground.
I hope
Well,
he would
it's
stay
not-
healthy.
He's just finally happy that they finally got 1 out of 9, whatever this team was put together. They lost it. They let Steph Curry get his freaking Finals MVP on them. All right. Jimmy
Steph Curry's my
Jimmy
favorite player of
Butler.
all
Jimmy
time.
Butler.
Steph
Y'all made
Curry's
fun
my
of
favorite player of all time. I was
Jimmy
not mad
Butler
about
for the pull up 3. Then he beat you on your crib at Game 7. I want to hear it.
And
I
what's
want to
your
hear
team?
it.
What's your team, Randall?
I don't care.
What's
I
your
don't
team?
care. I want to hear it.
What's
I
your
want to hear it.
team?
No. We talking
whatever
about
you're
you
saying.
right now.
I'm pretty sure your team's not as successful as the Celtics.
If I would claim a team, I'd claim the Lakers.
I mean,
Yeah, not as successful as the Celtics.
Okay.
have been lately.
Have
So thank you. So
the
you're proving
majority
my
of
point.
first
Thank
of all, the majority of your championships were doing segregation. I don't
I'm
want to
talking
hear
about the
it.
last 10
That's
years. You guys have not been as successful.
We literally won the same amount of championships.
How many finals? How many finals?
Now we're talking finals. We've
we're
won the
talking
same.
about everything.
We've won the same amount of championships, Lonnie.
Oh, so that's all you have to stick. That's the only.
That's
thing
all
you
I
stick
need.
to.
Just
Thank
no. That's no.
That's the only
You
thing
can't.
you
You
stick
can't
to.
use the rings.
That's the
You
only
can't
thing
use the
you-
rings when I
that's the
bring up
only thing you
Jokic.
stick to.
And then when I bring up when I bring up rings for the Lakers, now all of a sudden now we want to talk about
rings
everything.
are equal. So if we're equal there, now let's talk about everything else.
We still have the better player. We still have
everything else.
Out of
Lakers
both our
have
teams,
better players.
we still have the
all
better
time.
player.
I'm
Lakers
talking
have
not
better
all time, just
players.
last 10 years. Just last 10
We still
years.
have the
Lakers
better
have been more-
players.
Nah, bro, the Shaq and Kobe duo was crazy,
That's
bro. I don't think y'all had a
more than
duo
10
that
years
even
ago.
compete.
That's more than 10 years ago.
We still have the better players,
The
Lonnie.
Lakers won a championship in 2020. Even though it was fraudulent, it still happened.
We still have the better players. Oh, by the way, talk about yourself. Never mind. We don't
So
need to talk
2014, so the Lakers from 2014 to 2024 have been better than the Celtics from 2014.
No, that's not
to
what I'm
2024.
saying.
That's
not
what
what I'm saying at
I'm saying
all.
the last 10 years. So
We've
if that's not what
accomplished the
you're saying,
same.
then what
We've
I'm saying is
accomplished the
correct.
same stuff.
That
We've
don't
had the
mean
better
nothing.
players.
Still winning,
We've
bro.
had the
From
better players.
2014 to 2024.
LeBron and AD are better than everybody you got. Why are we
From
doing this?
2014 to 2024.
LeBron and AD are better than everybody you got, Lonnie. What are we talking about?
That doesn't answer my question. That doesn't answer my question.
Because yes,
What
it
come out
does.
for what, early?
I don't understand what you're trying to do right now.
Oh my god!
Congratulations. You
if
went
it's
to
going
the
over your
playoffs.
head-
Oh,
if
you
it's
went to
going
the
over your
playoffs a little
head,
bit more
If
and
it's going over your
folded.
head random,
and
it's going over your
folded.
head. If it's going over your head, it's going
No.
over
You
your
went
head.
to the play. Okay, this is what
I
you want
said
to hear.
Lakers have better players.
Riddell, this is what Lonnie wants to hear. Yes, Lonnie, you went to the playoffs more than the Lakers did.
That's all I
and
want to
you
hear. Thank you.
folded.
That's all I
And
want
you
to hear.
folded.
More
And you-
successful. More successful.
You're
Thank
not. We've accomplished the same stuff, Lonnie. We've
All
accomplished
you're
the
saying
same.
is a ring. All you're saying is a
Oh,
ring.
but let's expand it. Since the 20th, 21st century, the Lakers have been far more
We're
successful.
clear.
Far
We're
more
clear.
successful.
Yeah, if you want to say 21st century, I said last 10 years.
Why don't we
That's
say
it,
last
bro.
Because
10 years?
if we go 21st century, you're cooked.
How
If you
about
go
the
for
last
millennium,
15
you're
years? The
cooked.
last 15 years, the Lakers won more championships.
That's fine. I'm trying to be like right in the. I'm talking about trying to be in the now.
Oh, now
That's
we're
why
trying to be
that's
the
why I said the
now.
last
No,
10
no.
years.
Why don't we just do the last 5 years? They won the same amount of championships.
But who's been more successful playoff wise in regular season draft? Who's been? I'm talking about everything because I'm trying to talk about everything. You just want to talk about rings, like
You
some
literally you used the rings
that's some
argument
casual
earlier.
shit. Oh, let's just focus on. Oh,
You
we
used
both
the
have
rings
wings.
argument earlier, Lonnie.
Yeah, but I don't care about the LeBron Lakers. I'll talk about the other version of the Lakers.
Yeah. So if you want to just have a casual
So,
conversation,
Who's
Dog,
had,
and
okay,
then-
Lonnie, who's had more
rings,
flameouts
then
than
that's
Lonnie?
fine, random.
Who's had more flameouts? Who lost to Jimmy Butler twice?
who missed the playoffs?
Who lost to Jimmy Butler twice? That's
We
worse.
did, but that was in the playoffs. Did you get there all the time? No.
We only missed once.
That's only
We only-
injuries.
We only
though.
missed once based off
Oh my god.
winning the championship the year before in the bubble. What are we talking about here? Oh,
Western
we missed the
Conference
playoff once. We've still accomplished the exact same things with better players.
Yeah, Lakers last year they made it to the second round and they lost to the Nuggets.
I thought
And
they
then
went to
the
the
year
Western Conference Finals.
Got
right?
swept by the
last
Nuggets,
year?
by the way.
That was
Not
2
just
years
No, not last year. The year
Right.
before
They
that.
got
Right?
Yeah,
swept.
so last year they lost in the second round to the Nuggets. No, the first round they played the Nuggets, which is obviously the Nuggets. The year before they lost in the conference finals to the Nuggets, and I
Got
believe the year
swept.
before that they were too injured to make the playoffs. I'm pretty sure, from my memory. I don't remember. It's one of the two.
You lost.
then-
You lost to a Miami Heat team that had no business even playing with you. That's what
Did we
your
get
team
swept?
did,
Did we get swept?
Lonnie.
Did
Oh,
we get
Lonnie.
swept?
Lonnie.
Should have
Did
got
we get
swept.
swept?
Should have.
Lonnie.
That's embarrassing. Getting swept
Lonnie.
in the conference finals. The conference finals.
Lonnie.
You get swept.
Who was a better
That's crazy.
matchup? Lonnie, who
That's
was
All
a
right,
better
we
matchup?
hit the.
I don't understand why you're trying to do this, bro.
We hit
You
the
lost
2
to
hour.
a worse team.
We hit the
Your
2 hour.
team
We hit the.
gradually until
hold on.
last
I
year
can Google that right now.
underperformed.
We hit the
underperformed.
2 hour mark. I didn't realize we hit the 2 hour mark. We hit the
I'll
2 hour
Google
mark.
that real quick.
It's time to wrap up.
Jesus, we've
Now-
accomplished the same exact stuff,
Now,
bro.
ladies and
Fine.
gentlemen,
And we
as
had a
you guys-
worse team.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you guys can tell, some of us also know ball some more than others. So if you want
Clearly.
ball talk, let us know in the comment section, of course, because the NBA season is right around the corner. So
Clearly, even though we've accomplished the exact same things, and
Yeah,
oh
you're just
no,
you just keep on saying the same.
because
shit.
that's all I need to say, Lonnie. That's all I need to say.
That's like the Jordan LeBron debate, and someone's like, "Oh, Jordan has 6 rings."
That's
That's all I
definitely
need to
not
say.
what this
That's all I
is,
need to
Lonnie.
say.
Lonnie,
Let's
stop
not talk about-
pivoting
let's not
away
talk
from
about
what you
scoring.
said.
Let's not talk
Lonnie,
about
you
defense.
set the
Let's not
table.
talk
Jordan is better.
Lonnie,
Kobe's
you said-
better.
Let's not talk about
this is
situations.
what
Let's
he's
just talk
doing.
about rings.
Kobe not better.
Ladies
That's
and
all
gentlemen
I'm
of
talking
open
about.
field,
Can't
he
talk about
stuck to the
anything
10.
about
He stuck to the 10 years because he wants to stick to the now. Because if we go from the
You can't
21st
talk about
century,
anything
he's
but
cooked.
rings.
If we go from the last 20 years, he's cooked. We've worked with worse talent and accomplished the exact same things, Lonnie. With worse talent, with worst overall talent, and we've accomplished the exact same things. We're very top heavy. All we have is LeBron and AD.
Tell me something besides rings. Go ahead. I'm waiting. It has nothing to do with rings.
Okay.
About the last 10 years.
We've done it with worse talent. We've
I
gone to playoffs
understand
with
you've done it
worse
with
talent.
worse talent.
We reached the ultimate goal like your team did with worse talent. We didn't flame out
just
against teams
regurgitating
we
the
had no
same
reason
thing
to
over and
lose
over
to,
again.
Lonnie, with worse
Just
talent.
regurgitating the same shit. I'm saying, tell me
Because
something
that's
different.
the shit that works. That's the shit that I need to say.
So there's nothing else you can say.
Okay, Lonnie, there's a reason why you only use the last 10 years. That's the only reason why. Because we know why. We know why. We know why you only use the last 10 years. You didn't want to go from the millennium because we want to stick to the now because you're. Oh, we're talking about the same team until this year. No, Lonnie. You only want to talk about this because your franchise was holding on to 08 for as long as you possibly fucking could because they kept letting you down. That's what your franchise did. That's what your franchise did. Living off shit.
That's a 2-year difference, dumbass.
Stop.
That's a 2-year difference.
Stop it.
Stop it.
We went back to back, including
That's a
beating
2-year
y'all.
difference.
Stop it, Lonnie.
That's a 2-year
Lonnie, stop
difference.
it. Since the literal 21st century, the Lakers have been a better franchise.
Yes.
Top to bottom. Top to bottom.
Hold it to 08. Y'all
All
been
right,
holding on since 08.
Stop it.
That's
Stop
dumb
it.
as shit. That's
Stop
dumb as
it.
shit.
Stop
All
it.
right,
Holding
well,
on
You're cooked.
for 5
You're cooked.
years.
That's why you try to keep it to 10 years.
Time to end the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your time. We talked a little basketball. Hey, man, sports has come to a close. WNBA, MLB, NBA is about to start. So I wanted to bring that to the table before we wrap up. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate you. Tune in for primetime football. We will have some people reacting to the games for tomorrow for the Bucks and Ravens. And tune into our show on Wednesday when we're talking about everything that took place throughout the week. So with that said, you have a good one. Take care and peace.